units of Rose Guard or just plain infantry, magical infantry, with enough magical energy weapons to tell just about anything that I'm actually a problem. Not a big one, but a notable one.
Yeah, I need to get Hearts of Iron for one day. I have Hearts of Iron. All the mods are for.
Yeah, you should do that, and you can get the pony mod.
I'm not getting the goddamn pony mod.
Actually, Chaco, I'm gonna tell this straight to your face. Having played the base game and having played the pony mod, not only is the pony mod more fun, the pony mod actually balances out a lot of the problems the base game had, and is actually genuinely a better game to play. It just has a pony aesthetic, and you have to deal with the fact it's ponies.
Yeah, but I don't want to play anything with a goddamn pony aesthetic.
Well,
Dude,
hold on.
Half the
Chaco.
bloody continent is griffins.
Hold on. I was about to say, just play as one of the Griffin nations. There's a lot of them. Oh, there's one that's literally commanded by your bird. Literally
Bird?
by your bird.
Bird?
Big bird, yes. It is literally a cockatoo.
He's not wrong.
Show me this image, or I'm calling you a liar.
Have the game open. Fee, pull up the image of the cockatoo.
I can't.
Well,
She just started a stream.
Fuck. I'll throw it to you later.
No, but seriously, Chaco, it's genuinely it's genuinely a better experience. Also, because a lot of the nations start off small and can become massive, so you get this feeling of progression, and also it helps learn the game because you're not starting off trying to play the United States and not die against Germany. You're actually starting off.
You're not locked into what you're expecting or used to with the Second World War.
For instance, you could play as New Maryland and then go quite literally like 5 different routes. You could play Equestria and go like 3 different routes. You could play.
Again, I'm just gonna have. I'll just wait till they have a Paradox as another fucking sale. They have them all. Look at it.
They do.
Anyway, we are live. Everything looks like it's fine and not exploding now. I've never actually started a stream immediately after rendering a video, so if it does explode, I know just to restart my computer and come back.
Yeah, that's only stuck and there's only 1082.
As a side note, just because it's funny, I tried teaching Alicia Equestria War, and she spent all of her time gushing over how cute the pony models were.
I'm not gonna lie, they're adorable.
They are like very adorable. They're little they're like little guns or little suits and just little and then like the water's just
Yeah, I still question how the fuck do they use guns? They don't have like.
Don't ask questions you don't want.
Actually, no. They use the Fallout Equestria style.
Yeah, they use
I
guns.
don't know what that style.
Don't question it.
You put the gun in, so instead of a handle for your hand, Chaco, they make the handle for the bit of the horse's mouth. So they put it in their mouths and fire it that way. The other way is they do what's called a battle saddle, which is literally putting a side saddle on the creature and having them with the ability to bite down on a trigger to fire whenever they want, and it just basically lines up with their side.
There's also the saber rifle.
For the longest time, the only ones I could understand how they did it, were the ones that were fucking psychic. Because that makes sense. You can pull the trigger when you have like telekinetic power.
Not psychic. It's
fuck you. It's psychic. You are using.
We all
goddamn
knew what he meant.
Telekinesis.
Either way,
yeah,
Unicorn Master Race.
It's fucking. If Professor X can do it, it's psychic power.
Fuck you, Pegasus. Wings.
Hi, Thunder.
Hi.
That's a very weird way of saying dirt horse best race, because dirt horses can make wings, dirt horses can also cast magic.
Changelings do it better.
Dirt horse best race.
Dirt horse faster.
Friendship is magic.
There's a reason why I like our magic technologist.
And never forget, folks, Wandering Sunrise is queen of explosions.
Well, no, the best race is the
I'm
best.
just gonna
Of
shank you for
explosions.
calling me Queen of Explosions.
I was
like,
going to say,
right now.
it's princess.
I'm not
Kings and
married,
queens tend to
bitch.
be as- You
Actually,
don't
I
have to be.
No, you are. Well, anyway, Wandering Sunrise is like to pass
Actually,
the princess stage after season 2.
Actually,
I'm just gonna grumble and go back to commanding the Equestrian Air Force.
So
Because-
this is also another announcement for you guys concerning the pony mod. Marker Light, Chifundo, Nyota, and Quickstitch are being added into the mod.
Ooh.
Seriously?
Quickstitch will be an advisor for the River Republic that gives effectively an extra level of field hospital to all armies.
Nice.
Nyota will be a special forces advisor, chief of staff for New Maryland, which will give a bonus to all special forces for soft attack, hard attack, and defense. It will also grant them an extra an extra bonus for attacking in cities. Marker Light will be a chief of the Air Force for the Crystal Empire.
No.
He will grant an air superiority, agility, and and attack buff, but will also grant a debuff that increases the rate of accidents.
I'm ready. Oh God, Sky Marshal.
Is he still available under Sombra?
I don't know, but and then Chifundo will be a general for New Maryland that will be unlocked via the start of a new focus tree that's called the Zebrica Immigration, which is one of the first pieces of things added in for Zebrica, even though the continent's not there yet.
Oh,
Basically, you take this extra focus tree as a part of your political tree, and it grants you Nyota and Chifundo as a general and an advisor, which does, oddly enough, stack with the already existing Special Forces advisor they have, so you can make your Pegaside divisions for Equestria at War Australia God!
Nice.
They need to do Alguacil for the Griffins.
Which ones? There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Griffonian Empire Ruthless Crime Fighter, or whatever the name of it is for that.
I mean,
I'd say-
I could see Aguasil working as a advisor or a leader for a totalitarian state.
So the Griffonian Empire.
Or the Griffonian Republic. Speaking of, yeah, Martini would be available under Sombra. Only after the Crystal Empire is lost entirely.
Yeah. Maybe Aqualay if they went totalist.
Just saying, this is to be the actual bird people who are pirates. They were best people.
They exist. They're the Corsairs.
If I got that, I'm playing only them.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I'm currently trying to convince the Zebra slavers to turn to Harmony, and it's working.
What?
Yeah, no,
Wow,
that's happening in my game.
I could definitely see that there's still this hatred of Philly Scouts, even in the Hearts of Iron game, huh?
I mean, isn't Hawkland also bird pirates in addition to, Goring's at it again?
Yes.
No,
I mean,
they're not pirates.
Interesting question. What would, if you were to put Nina in, what would her role in the game be?
Economics. Advisor.
Yeah, actually. I'd say, like, what's it called? War industrialist.
And probably your soldiers would get some kind of like I don't know, maybe a movement boost, but like slightly lower health as they hopped up on fucking drugs.
I mean, that's pretty much the exact same thing.
Yeah.
How do you think they get the movement boost?
I mean, maybe out in Prywin or one of those other places with big bandit and drug issues.
And maybe not Prewin, because then she'd be communist.
Okay, fine. She can work for Broadfeld.
In the meantime, does anybody see Moon?
Not yet.
Ah, communism. When you just look at the world and go like, you know what, we should all starve together.
No, that's just under the not Bob Ross guy up in Farborough.
I mean,
Oh, that's real life coming.
Anyway, don't we normally start with a Lenzabi recap in order to
That
summon
is right.
him?
That is like the moon summoning ritual.
Yeah. Usually
Oh,
he helps and actually responds.
Okay, well, we're gonna jump over to the other server, and then I'm going to yeet Lenzabi at all of you and just let him suffer.
Okay.
What?
Why does
Odds of me
Mythic-
being brutally injured.
Why does Mythic not appear here?
And the gang's here.
According to Discord chatters, you're not here, Mythic.
You're joking.
Nope, it doesn't show up on stream that you're here.
I see him.
I see him.
Oh no, we see him here on Discord. We don't see him
I don't
on
see him in the Twitch.
on the Twitch stream.
Mythic's a ghost in Twitch.
I was always dead. You have to let me go.
Yeah, apparently you don't see me either, so.
Also, thank you for the biddies, Carl.
Yeah, Mina's missing from the list as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix
Yeah, I
that.
don't see Von Holtz either. That's weird.
I said I'm gonna try to fix it. Give me like 2 seconds.
See, I don't feel so good.
Good, Shank!
Damn, I was kind of hoping that I would just sort of vanish from the
And
list.
on that note, Lenzabi,
I'm here.
turn into a space bug.
Oh, you know that hurts. Oh. Anyway, I'm here. It's Twitty.
I didn't say start yet.
I'm just waiting.
Okay, you could start now. But only because I'm being nice.
That's depends on the definition of nice. But anyway, they did discover last session that this base is also a laboratory, one that utilized pre-grad work assembled and brought to them so that the actual scientists could study more and fix more things. And they found a cache of some strange metal that seems to be good for anybody wanting not to be hit by spirits and such. If you can turn it into some sort of material to make a suit for, to stop ghosts or spirits or such. And Scopolamina discovered to her heart's delight that this place has really good high quality chems that she can work with. And the lab is almost pristine. So
It's got an actual chemistry lab.
that's what I was saying. It's a pure lab and it's got great equipment and it's heavily stocked. Everything that she could go die for. The question is would she ever actually let the rest of the Philly Scouts know or try to keep it a secret? The group did get a little separated here and there. There's some dark hallways, so that's a little bit scary, but this place is to investigate more. Mythic did wander off a bit, which required a sort of a scolding from Wandering Sunrise when she caught up to him. Naughty boy. But good practice for when she has to deal with her own children.
Oh, I felt that in my gut.
Yes. And of course, Martini didn't get. Yes.
You're the one that gave birth. You get to go first.
I'll hold him. I'm holding. I'm holding. Just aim low and don't hit me.
Yep.
Slips out of the way and lets Martini take it to the face.
No. In that case, given how tall you are, that's gonna hurt my head.
So anyway, looking at the way the party went, well, Martini didn't get into any trouble, amazingly enough. Well, some sliding, which gave some pain to Wandering Sunrise, who attempted to stop him from crashing into the chems.
Hey,
Which
had
that happened, that could have had some nasty repercussions.
I'm sorry, but hey, throw me that condensed. What was it? Was it condensed methane? That's it.
Oh,
Nothing
and
will
then, yeah, and then that thing, the way he was making like methane soap bubbles or foam. But had you accidentally knocked over a bunch of those chems, randomly mixed chemicals can be a really bad thing.
Is anybody gonna make it flame?
Well, I mean, we could have had fun had Sunrise not tried to stop him and almost broke her hip trying to do that.
Oh, that happened well afterwards. She almost broke her hip because she decided to follow, what was it? A quest marker. That's it, and came bull charging into the lab. Then dislocated the poor Pegasus' shoulder because he tried to stop her from, well, totaling one of the tables full of valuable and probably volatile.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. So, after all, she is like a juggernaut. Once she gets going, she's hard to stop.
She is the Juggermare.
That's right. She's the Juggermare, bitches.
No, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. You did it X-Men 3 level wrong.
Oh no!
Allow me to enunciate. She's the Juggermare, bitch.
There we go. But anyway,
you both did it wrong. I'm not even gonna do it now. You done upset me.
Good, that's my job.
So, they did get Martini's wing shoulder back into position, although it was not feeling too good for Martini. You should have took the medics.
No. No.
So the party now has lots to think about, lots to talk about, and they got to figure if they're going to go further to exploration in that crazy place, because who knows what else is hidden in there. Oh, and we found out that Mythic gets embarrassed over going into the ladies' room.
I've had embarrassing encounters.
What? Did you walk in there and a female ghoul was in the middle of... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
Oh, I think you hit that nail on the head. But you've got several research labs, one of which has the metal, the other one that's got all the wonderful chems. And then there's all these pneumatic tubes for sending information, I guess, or messages or mail. So there's still plenty, I guess, to look at in those labs, but there's still those dark hallways. So what will the party do? My oh me. And where's Moon? Boss! I need boss.
Yeah, where is the boss?
I mean, we completed the summoning ritual just like we always do.
Let's just cut to the chase. Nyota, punch me in the face.
Maybe we didn't use enough coffee.
Oh, you know he wants to. You know Nyota wants to punch him in the face.
You see, it's counterproductive now that I'm the medic.
Well, yeah.
If I punch you, I have to fix you.
Yeah, but you can let...
Takes the fun out of it.
You can let Scopolamina fix him. You know how good she is at it.
I mean, she could administer the anesthetics.
A hammer... Well, no, that would be Nyota's job. He's the one knocking them out.
Nah, Scopolamina has the softer approach. Just jabs you with a needle and knocks your ass out.
And waste valuable chems? Nah.
If it
No,
shuts 'em
she'd
up
go
or-
for the percussive approach.
No, not at all. It's not a waste if it shuts him up for 5
The
minutes.
stream tip grenade
Gotta
has
think-
been armed.
See, you gotta think
5
from
seconds
Scapola's
until detonation.
Carl, did you just throw gay unicorns in the cup just to throw them on the floor immediately afterwards? I want to know. Like, thank you, but I want to know if you just threw gay unicorns in the cup so you could throw them on the floor.
Wow, I just saw that splash.
I think somebody's submarker went flying out as well.
Like, we haven't even located the moon yet.
And those unicorns went flying out of the cup like Markalite getting splashed into a swamp.
It was only 70 miles an hour, and it was cartwheeling into the swamp. Get it right, Bug.
Well, it's still getting hurled into a swamp, isn't it?
Cartwheeling. There's a difference.
So
Not
you,
much.
You got
It's the
hurled
same
into-
thing, but it's more stylish.
Yeah,
Flying-
more style.
Flying suggests that there was a degree of control involved.
Okay, I
So
was
you got
yeeted.
hurled.
I was yeeted or yoked at 70 miles an hour, cartwheeling into a swamp.
Right. So you wound up looking like Team Rocket blasting off, but going down instead of up.
More horizontal.
It was the landing from the Team Rocket incident.
Okay, we can live with that.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you, Navi Boy? I guess that's how you pronounce that.
Naviboya?
I guess, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Moon's still trying to fix his audio.
Well done.
Oh, fix it faster, Moon.
Hey. Hey, Hetty.
What?
Look in livestream crazy post.
Why am I scared?
When you gotta plow your field at 9 a.m. and defend Stalingrad at 2 in the afternoon.
Nah. When you find out sea lion's coming, so you call up all of the reserves.
Wow.
Do you want to know what's scary? I can't identify the model, but I think that's a Case International tractor.
Here's the thing.
Hi, Kitty King.
sound
Welcome
system
back.
is
It's been a while. Hi, Redman. I thought you were one of the directors for a convention.
Kitty King.
Am I wrong? No, you're the person I talked to about panels.
Oh, I had a very strange thought. If Moon's frustrated from dealing with the sound system, who knows what kind of trouble he might drop on your heads.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm fine with it.
Well, it's not like the first level of
That is
defenses
assuming
were
he
any
shows
good
up.
at stopping any of you.
I mean, yeet sunrise down the corridor and watch what happens.
I mean, I also imagine that what's in livestream crazy post right now at the top is Twitty's first gun.
Wait, what?
With the guy next to you, he pulls out a flintlock with a hollow sight on it.
I have questions. Also, isn't that... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to ask because it's probably just one of those things.
I just firmly believe that that's Twitty's first gun.
What caliber?
Is it a flintlock musket or a flintlock rifle?
Does it matter? It has a hollow sight.
Because a flintlock rifle probably has enough accuracy that a hollow sight might actually.
Hey everyone, we can also tell that Hetty still doesn't have furniture because he's still echoing.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to absorb the sound. He needs pictures and tables and chairs, and then it'll all soak up all that ambient
Just
sound.
pictures of porn will do.
I've got plenty of that on the computer. But no, a sofa would be nice.
Besides, you don't want to hang pictures of porn on his walls. I mean, for God's sake, he's gonna have kids. So
What the fuck are you talking about? I hang pictures of porn on my walls, and I have kids over all the time. The parents ask me really awkward questions.
well, I would think so.
Look, it's a moon. He's here to violently murder us.
The moon has risen.
Ah, already done the recap, boss. They're waiting for you.
Wait. Is it a full moon tonight? Because he just ate?
Well, he isn't on yet.
I'm pretty
sure.
There's a brick wall out back. Go stand in front of it and wait to be shot, please.
Moon, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I'm not sure if it's because of push to talk or because your microphone took a giant shit.
Or Discord's being an ass.
Well, in all fairness, Discord was always being an ass.
No, it's because my microphone was being stupid.
Ah, there we go. So, I've already done the recap, and traded barbs and witticisms between me and the party, waiting for you to show up, boss. They're all yours.
Yeah, sorry, I saw your thing on the announcements that said that we were starting an hour late, and so I'm like, alright, that means I have until 10 to work on the map.
So, do you still want to do a little delay first?
No, that's fine. If everyone's here and everything's good to go, I'm good to go.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab some popcorn and sit back, relax, and watch the shenanigans.
I'm gonna cry in pain because, oh god, my fucking wing.
What?
The busted wing.
Why do you have a busted wing?
Oh, right, he's still in pain.
Because Sunrise juggermared her way into the room and Martini.
Oh, right, yeah, you critically succeeded that role, and then suddenly your wing is desperately trying to keep itself in the socket.
Yeah, and then Scapola fixed it, and now Martini's probably just going to ask Nyota to take a look at it. Because it's not that he doesn't trust Scapola. It's that Scapola's a drug dealer and a cook.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
I don't. I don't mean it to be a bad thing. But she's not a doctor.
Better doctor than you are.
Fair.
True. But I'm pretty sure Nyota's better than both of us.
Hey, when it comes to chems, Scapola knows her shit.
This is true.
And when it comes to screwing up, Martini knows his shit.
You mean he is the shit?
Flying,
you.
fighting, fucking up. Yeah, I can do that.
So are we actually ready?
Yeah. Alright, so I suppose, as we were, since we haven't changed, where the fuck are you? You're charging your way to the lab. Alright, yeah, so you were running your way in. Martini catches you.
Is someone dying?
No. My brother's allergic to everything because where I am, the weather can't decide. The weather can't decide. Oh, I thought it was the allergies. The weather can't decide whether or not. The weather can't decide whether or not it wants to be spring or winter, and so one day it'll be 60 and the next day it'll be 20.
Yeah, that's the way it is here.
In Texas.
103, then it was 52.
Oh, hey! Everyone's weather is going fucking insane?
Looks at you a nation of four seasons in a day.
That's fair. I've seen England in February.
I mean, we can literally have bright sunshine and it's raining. Don't ask me how.
Oh, you have that too.
Sun showers are amazing.
Same.
What's rain?
Oh,
That's fair. You live in a desert.
Yeah, just remember, California's version of rain starts on the ground and just gets hotter.
Oh.
Our version of rain, the tears.
I live in a desert. I know more rain than Vaughn.
What that desert says it doesn't rain, and then all of a sudden, it rains with a capital R.
In the meantime, Nyota, I fucked up.
Don't you mean Martini fucked up? This is not the way it's supposed to go.
Well, technically, Martini caught me, and that's where he messed up. But I'm the one who needed to be caught in the first place.
Why?
Armor heavy, floor slick.
Man, they must have really went all out on that wax before the bombs.
I step into the chem lab and I look at Sunrise and I look at Martini, who is currently absent. Alright. Do I want to know the full story, or do we just get to the part where you tell me what needs fixing?
Well, the full story is my pit buck triggered and said, objective updated, something about finding information on boxes. So I bolted this way.
Martini posted in the chat on the game that he'd be right back.
So I bolted this way.
Oh, I see that now.
And forgot that the floor was waxed before the bombs dropped.
Go ahead.
So Martini caught me. And she gives that innocent, sweet, I did nothing wrong smile as she's holding a hoof in Martini's mouth while pointing at his now dislocated wing. That's the end of my turn.
Hey, Nyota.
Hmm?
Please roll me...
Is this working? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Chemistry.
You're talking about the stream.
Yeah, please roll me either chemistry or a medicine or alchemy check at a -20.
Waiting for that crit fail.
That's with the -20.
Nice. As you're looking past her and your eyes glance upon the research table behind her and behind the group as a whole, you make out the same thing that Mina noticed when she took a crack at when she took a look at the table. Some of the chemicals on there are inert, and there are some that you don't recognize. But there's a few on there that if they broke and they started reacting with everything on the table, would probably turn the room into a fireball.
Okay. So before I even get started on anything that's going on with Martini or Sunrise, I'm actually just gonna step over to the table that has all of the chemicals laid out. Which one? Yes.
I am on the wrong tool tab, but fuck it, that works.
No worries. I'm just going to carefully isolate the ones that would be, highly explosive should they be mixed together. one portion over here, one portion over here, and just make sure that it's all clean.
It wouldn't have made much difference. Sunrise would have taken out the entire table.
But they would have been separated inside a container, which would have given you both, well, all of you, an opportunity to get out. That being said, I don't think anything could have actually hurt Sunrise in here. Singed fur? Yeah. Maybe some surface burns? Probably. But actually hurt her? Probably not.
Sorry about that.
Your pure optimism is refreshing.
I had to deal with basically family just fucking up a dishwasher. Sorry about that.
Oh, that has been the ballad of my life for the past 2 weeks.
Here's the difference when Moon says family fucking up a dishwasher and Marker Light says family fucking up a dishwasher. I imagine with Moon it's because somebody put detergent for the laundry in the dishwasher. I imagine with Marker Light because somebody tried to have sex with it.
The counter is gone. The counter and the dishwasher are
So aside
not
from...
salvageable.
Go ahead, sorry.
The counter and the dishwasher are unsalvageable. They have to be replaced.
What
Don't
were you
ask.
saying, Fee?
I have questions.
I have a concern.
They were trying to remove it. The counter apparently was resting entirely on it.
Ooh, what are those?
Is this one of those moments where you walk in, look at the scene, look at the people involved, look back at the scene, put your hand to your head and go, how?
This is the scene where they're all yelling, I need you to pull this out. So I walk over, I pull it, and then the counter falls.
So basically, Fee was right. Someone was having sex with the dishwasher. Because they had to pull out.
Ooh.
Yes, okay, the dishwasher was fucking the counter. And has been for the last 4 years.
That's some impressive stamina.
It's... I don't even remember what brand it is. It's a Maytag or something.
Wow. All right.
I swear to God, if I see any fucking dishwasher porn in the Slanesh stash, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh.
Are you challenging them?
Your dishwasher at least died spectacularly. Mine just kind of whimpered and started baking food on the plates.
I mean, I can't argue that fact. What did I miss?
So they were discussing... That is my spine. It is now back in place. They were just kind of discussing the fact that when Sunrise came charging in here, you caught her, Nyota went around to the research table and started, a little bit wide-eyed, started moving some of the chemicals away from each other.
How many of them were explosive?
I had you several of them. I think I had you roll last time, and I don't think you were able to...
In combination, the answer is yes.
That's all.
In combination, because I'm not going to bother listing the chemicals, because I know someone will just attempt to ensure that they're the right things. I'm just going to say chemicals A, B, C, and D. If combined together, turns the room into rubble.
And it get bigger because of Sunrise.
Oh, and don't forget.
That is
way
true.
Sunrise
The
was
explosion...
explaining to Nyota.
Yeah, the explosion would be more explosionier because Sunrise is in the epicenter of it. Actually, because she caused it.
Wait a second, does that mean that Martini saved people?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Martini didn't screw up.
How am I being helpful? What the hell is going on? Also, oh god, my fucking wing.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
It's fine. It's set. It's just kind of had to go a little left and right before it went into rubber.
You nearly ripped it out of the socket.
Stop whining.
Do you have any idea how sensitive these are?
He's been on an away mission. He truly is the ultimate red shirt.
They are very sensitive. They're being a pain in my ass.
Half tempted to give you a quick shot to the horn just so you understand how much it hurts.
I like how Nyota is shoving the wing back in place without saying a word to you.
I fucking called it!
Alright, everyone, shut the hell up. Thank you. So Nyota, as you look over the wing and start poking and prodding at some of the soft. Martini, please roll me endurance.
Oh god. This is why I don't help people. This is why I don't help people.
Okay, please roll me willpower. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, check your willpower. That seems a little low.
Let's see. Int plus charisma plus endurance divided by 2. Divided by 2.5, is it?
Yep.
That's...
yeah, but what I've got, it's coming up a 5.
Did you minus it somewhere?
Oh,
Insanity?
Right, no, it's not the insanity. It's nighttime. I forgot to take off the -1. Because I've been doing it manually.
So he just made it.
Nope!
Nope.
Oh! I have to re-roll that.
Yeah, you just made it. That's all there is to it.
No, I'm going to choose to ignore that. He had already passed on the first roll.
Okay.
By the skin of his fucking teeth, apparently roll 20 is thirsty. Okay. Okay, so in this order, Nyota, as you start to examine the tissue, you realize that it's a simple dislocation. There's a little bit of wear and tear around the soft bits, but there wasn't any true damage to the muscle. None of the ligaments seem torn. There doesn't appear to, or at the very least, you can't feel any ripping. I mean, there's going to be some ripping, but you can't feel any undue ripping. You line it back up. Since you crit failed him, would you have told him to brace? Or just...
No.
Okay.
He's already distracted at the moment. I figured that this would be the opportune time to take care of it.
I literally
All right.
wrote in my notes, while Martini is ranting and complaining, Nyota wordlessly shoves his wing back in place.
Alright, so U96 on the roll. Is technically a pass by 3 degrees. However, since you passed on the medicine check, you don't actually do any true damage to the wing. You just proceed to turn, angle it, and shunt it back into the wing socket.
Yeah, because that 96 is dead on the cusp of my my crit failure.
Does that include bonuses from Sunrise?
The pass or fail isn't important. It just means that Martini had to make a roll to stay conscious. Because suddenly I have a bone inserted back into the socket is a pain sensation that would make your life go from a soft 4 to at least a 10, at least for a moment.
We're bad people.
Along with the audible clunk.
I'll just...
Martini, you scream, but you do remain conscious.
I just remembered, at this point in time, Martini actually has Sunrise's armored, like, leg in his mouth.
No, that was why I was talking earlier. Now she's just sitting there letting you rant and just watching Nyota out of the corner of her eyes, smiling internally.
So you just sit there, watch, and as his wing is just kind of shunted forcefully back in.
Yes.
Please lose a point of karma.
Why? He's
because
completely
because you enjoyed that and you know it.
He's completely distracted. This is perfect. This is the absolute best time to do this.
Mina will float
That's a
out
Band-Aid,
medics thing
not
and
a
just
joint.
So just kind of wave it in front of him with the TK.
But yeah, so you remain conscious. Please make me another endurance roll.
I have a terrible feeling. Yep.
Oh, come on, roll 20.
Okay. Your flight rank is reduced by 1 for the next 10 hours.
Okay.
Yes, thank you
So
very
he's
much.
grounded.
No,
No,
close.
he can still fly.
I'm still able to fly at flight rank 3.
Yeah,
I was going to say, what, he's just to 3 now? Yeah.
So it just means he's as fast as the fastest Griffin instead of borderline Rainbow Dash.
He's not going to be able to try it for another Sonic Rain Boom anytime soon.
Are you better now? Thank you for stopping me from causing... Well, I probably would have been fine, but I'm more concerned about you and Scapola.
I'm going to put it up in black and white so that it's...
Have you ever seen someone who's been hit in the shin with a hammer or something like that?
I've been
Just
that person.
That wide-eyed look of sheer pain and agony.
I've hammered myself in the shins with steel pedals before.
I just straight up find tables with my shins in the dark.
That's Martini right now. All you can hear is...
Fundo comes in and gives him a reassuring hug.
I will offer up this medics, but I know that great heroes don't really use this kind of stuff and all.
I have to ask, which side did Chifundo hug?
I think Chifundo has...
Chifundo roll luck.
The side that isn't surrounded by ponies pony handling his wing.
Wait a second.
That's fair. You didn't trade your common sense for a +1 to attack.
On top of that, I have to ask, Scapola did the wing on one side. I just noticed Nyota's on the complete other side. I'm just gonna not ask that question.
Yeah, don't complicate things, especially given that it's a limitation based on tokens.
Yeah, it's based on
the telekinesis is a thing that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mina specifically said it.
Shush.
It can only get worse from here. Just let it lie.
After all those
Martini, I love you. We're done. Let's keep going.
Don't worry, more 10s are coming.
So, do you want some medics, or are you good?
No.
I could.
No, you're not good, or no, you want some?
No.
He's being a brave hero.
No, he looks at Sunrise, then looks at Nyota. Thank you, but a little warning?
Warning would have given you a chance to tense up and the muscles around the socket would have contracted. No.
I have a fun question. Now that all of this is said and done, could I have fixed it with alter physiology? Just kind of, you know, mess with the muscles a little bit.
Please
That
don't
just
make me
nerves.
sprout a third wing.
Oh no no!
That
Nothing
would
like
be
that.
some seriously fine manipulation.
No, that's largely not what that specific medicine spell is designed to do. It's not a no. Depending on the result of a medicine roll, and do you have precision telekinesis?
I do have the fine manipulation perk. Yes.
Okay.
Would it need living anatomy as well, so you could see what
No.
was going off?
Living anatomy. He would just need to not. He would just need several degrees of success on a medicine roll. And do you have it at advanced?
I have it all the way up at expert.
It's not outside the realm of possibility, but no, just turning and putting it back into and slipping it back into the joint, was the easier way to do it.
All right. Well, I mean, what about like the afterwards? All of that pain. Could I just kind of,
Oh,
That's called a healing.
it's still gonna be in pain. It's still gonna be in pain one way or the other. It probably would have minimized it a bit, but there's also the chance that it could have gone horribly wrong.
You're on the
Gotcha.
assumption we wanted to minimize.
Nyota's crit fail. It went horribly wrong.
You're assuming we wanted to lessen his pain.
If he had passed the unarmed check, there wouldn't have been any subsequent rolls. It would have hurt a bit, but it wouldn't have been anything. Just a routine slip it back into the socket.
It was more of a comical question of, could I have just at any point waved my horn and had all of that pain not been...
No, that...
Go ahead.
What?
I was going to say I was fully expecting Nyota to just rip his wing off then and there.
Close. It was close.
That would be an evil action. Nyota is not evil. Nyota might be a little bit gruff around the edges, but he is not evil.
I didn't say evil, but definitely by accident, given how strong he is.
Also, there isn't a door involved.
He passed the medicine roll. You blacking out is the worst result that could have happened off of that.
Yeah, and just as a reference there, Snips, Martini is actually physically stronger than Nyota.
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm still saying.
Yeah, it's actually pretty hard to just rip a joint or rip a limb off.
I thought Pegasus' wings are supposed to be pretty strong too.
They're solid bones.
But that's still like three.
They're not hollow.
Is it 300 to 400 pounds of armor in there for Sunrise? Or is it less?
I'm sorry, how hard does Dash crash into the floor without any apparent damage to her wings?
Hospitalized once.
Yeah, they have a whole episode about that.
Yeah, because doesn't she truck through like the equivalent of a concrete pillar though?
Yes.
Actually, I don't think they showed the crash, don't they? It's more of a Twilight watching left, right, into the ground.
But no, I know Dash has gone careening into, through, and skimming over some pretty rough surfaces, and only had comedy cartoon results.
I'm not going to say Martini's as hard-headed or stubborn as Rainbow Dash, because that's impossible, physically speaking.
Well, if he would have put his head first, then there would be no trauma at all.
Right, there wouldn't be a problem in the first place. Well.
So,
yeah.
anyhow, why were you so excited, Summer?
My pip buck went off and informed me that we had found information on the boxes.
Points to Mythic. With the other wing.
Looks at Mythic.
Still flipping through that book. Trying not to think about all the things that he had just witnessed. I never did bother Moon for the notes on that. I forgot, and I had work. It worked.
Oh, and I do have this. He'd hand or hoof over the blueprints he'd picked up earlier.
I'm gonna say, Mina, you still have that one thing you found, right?
Yep.
I was kind of hoping that you might be able to make sense of them, Sunrise. They're kind of outside of the scope of me and Shifundo.
What does he hand her exactly?
The blueprints that he found.
She looks at the blueprints. Do they mean anything to her?
Hold on. Sorry, I didn't want to clackety clack. Just give. Oh, Mythic was holding it. Okay. I thought Vaughn had the book, which means you have the book. Is that what you just passed to her, or did you pass her something else?
Martini pointed out that Mythic has the book, and then he's showing her the blueprints that he'd picked up from the barracks. The ones that neither he or Chifundo could make sense of.
From upstairs?
Yep.
You repeat that?
Yep. If I remember right, it was more than that one.
Alright, Sunrise... An academics roll, not lore. If you have anything that specifically gives bonuses to lore, it does not apply to this check. You are capable of reading blueprints with the same level of ease that people are capable of reading little paperbacks. Appears to be some kind of system for there's a couple of modular options, but it appears to be some kind of rigging system for Pegasi combat armor. It's uses similar. There's a bunch of designs and a bunch of scribble and side notes. Give me an.
If it's scribble and side notes, it's the same kind of scribble and side notes you'd expect any engineer to make on anything.
Yeah. No. That's not what I'm trying to figure out. I guess give me an intelligence check. -1. These are very scribbly. They're fucking indecipherable to you.
Is it just engineer?
It just looks like someone took a pen and like just scratched up and down violently for a moment.
Damn, if only it was some kind of pre-war language.
There's a couple of notes that are legible, but for the most part, almost all of them are scribble. That said, yeah, you're able to make out the notes made for the kind of sort of modular armor.
She looks it over, looks at him, and goes, "It's armor for your winged butt."
There is the base model is kind of words. Fucking god damn it. The base model is that of a just an earth pony. There is a part up to the top right of the blueprint that is for a horn sheath, and there is something to the center top for wing guards. But yes, this does appear to be something that would shield, that could be modulated for any type of pony body. And yes.
Is this literally the Fallout 4 combat armor?
Is this literally the Fallout 4
combat armor?
This combat armor.
Yeah, the combat armor from Fallout.
Say yes because that locks me into whatever I said in the moment. So it is a very similar looking modular armor that largely isn't too colored in and designed. There are some notes on color and details, but those aren't part of the blueprint. And I will look over the armor later to give you a solid yes or no, but I'm not going to commit in the moment.
Okay.
So I'll be held to it.
No one's made the rolls really decent on that anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, the academics check. Sunrise is able to completely read, decipher, and understand these. The ability to do these blueprints is known to her. She just would have to get the materials and the milling and shaping needed for it.
Is Sunrise able to tell the level of protection this armor would offer the wearer?
Say that one more time.
Is Sunrise able to tell the level of protection the armor would offer?
This is in theory and on paper, this is as good, if not better, than something she'd be able to whip up. The simple layout and the design of it. It seems practical. It comes with a helmet.
I do not believe that's what Sunrise was here to see, though.
No, it is not.
Mystic, here, you want to show her?
Was that at me?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. You cut out like half of that. Yes.
Oh, thank God it wasn't just me.
Okay. Do I glean anything from this book? I assume it's full of sciencey.
Hang on.
Oh boy.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You and the rest of the universe.
And
All right.
suddenly the entire universe.
Mystic Blade, are you ready?
No, but I am here anyway. Oh gosh, alright.
There's too much book here for you to just read it in 10 minutes. It's not something that you have to take a week to read, but it will take several hours to read through most of these notes. This is to see if you are capable. Holy shit. Alright. For a second.
God! What is it? We've rolled 20 in intelligence at the minute.
Alright, that's fair.
Roll 20 wants to do something, but it's something very specific it's looking for.
Alright, continue to roll.
Alright.
I mean, stop.
Giggity.
Giggity doesn't help you in this case.
Damn it, because I don't have the perk.
Alright, so as you take a few moments while all of the conundrum is happening and flip through the journal, the first little bit seems to be fairly standard notation, fairly standard research notes. Largely just testing materials for different chemical, with different chemical treatments, to see how resistant they were to bullets. Some notes on a test. There's a little sketches and diagrams. Towards the middle, there's some notes on equine anatomy, but the language is absolutely above your level. There is a point in the middle where you're not 100% sure, but you are kind of thinking that it might have just switched to Old Ponish for about 20 pages.
Does he look back at us like a first-year freshman being handed a professor's grad paper and told, "What's your opinion on this?"
There is, in the third, or the back third of the paper, it's essentially wrapped off with some string. So you're able to tell that this is the start of a new section. The magic makes sense. There's a list.
Also, welcome, GM.
About a 30 spell long list. A lot of them have question marks next to them, but it just simply says at the top, list of suggested spells. Beyond that, the rest is gobbledygook. There's some patterns, some guesswork on some things. There's a note you see in the margin that just says buy milk. You continue to look through, and then it just mentions some things on shamanism, and you just give up at that point. This thing has just flipped through at least 5 different schools of research and science.
So, in other words, I'd probably have to talk to one of each of the other party members to decipher what those certain sections were.
The takeaway is that you were not going to stitch. But you're trying real goddamn hard. I'm very impressed you passed the chemistry roll.
I am too.
Yeah,
I'm smart. I'm just... Damn it.
That chemistry roll was pretty impressive.
Hey, broken clocks right twice a day. I did pay attention in some of my classes, just not all the right. Well, this thing makes half sense.
Half sense.
Yeah, maybe one of you can help decipher some of this. A lot of the medical terms are way beyond me, and it starts going into shamanism, and I think I feel my eyes glazing over.
Why don't we let some of us take a look at it first?
Ears perk. Shamanism?
Yeah. Here you go, Miss Sunrise. I suggest you probably take a look at this.
She hesitates, picks it up. Alright, Moon, do I need to make all of those rolls and spend the next hour in the corner?
It's not an hour. This isn't, this is not for reading through and looking through the thing. This is, he rolled all of those and he only flipped through the thing for a moment. Like I said, this is something that you'd have to take a couple of hours to sit down and read through it, but...
This is understanding things on a skim.
The checks are there for anyone who wants to interact with the book. Let me just do that.
This is sun and fun. She's sitting down and trying to read this because she knows she needs to understand it in order to figure out what's in her chest.
Alright. I'm gonna skip your round a couple of times.
That's fine. I need to make all those checks.
Those checks.
Wouldn't...
I will say, if you fail any of them, it means that you are not capable of sitting down in the corner and just tucking in to read.
I mean, wouldn't this be something better done in downtime back with the caravan or something?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Rolling. I need the checks.
probably best to skim it to make sure there's not something we should need to
Why
know
do you get
immediately, but...
Why do you get a plus 20 to chemistry?
I haven't. I need to go through and update the character sheet on Roll20.
Hold on. Are you on your...
No, but Mina would get it. Fuck. So no, that is a fail. Never mind. Mina
Actually,
gets it.
speaking of that, did Martini get any added points to his chemistry for working with Mina?
We kind of got sidetracked a little bit.
Well, there's that medicine roll.
Wow. Okay, keep rolling.
Fuck you, Roll20. Fuck you.
I saw how large that one was compared to the other one, and I was just like, nope.
Just
You
what
still
the
need
fuck?
an arcane magic roll.
Oh. No? Okay.
Yeah. It's it was between the intelligence and the hacking. You were the worst fucking Earth Pony.
Well,
The
you
fact
know
that I
what?
have a 30 in arcane magic should tell you what kind of Earth Pony I am.
No, the fact that you passed shamanism out of all of those.
I passed shamanism and medicine. I have no points in
Rare.
medicine.
You know what? I'm gonna give this a go. Considering I'd be looking over Sunrise's shoulder.
At the mention of shamanism, I would.
You know,
Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, hold on. Now to stop for a second. Shit. No, I wanted to roll. There we go. So keep rolling chemistry. I need these. I need these rolls regardless. They're not for. Yeah.
just gonna crowd on the other side. I'll wait for Nyota to do his rolls and then do them.
I don't think Nyota's doing the chemistry part of this one.
Everyone
No,
but
but
him
he's
passes.
definitely doing the medicine portion.
Only he passes the medicine. Talk about your team efforts. Literally a check in here, one for
Consistency,
each
though.
party.
Yeah, but apparently we should not be doing rolls on our specialities.
Apparently so.
That's going to be fun when I come around to doing shamanism on this one.
Hey, Chifundo, roll spiritualism. 90.
Hang on,
okay,
hang on,
roll
hang on.
science.
Hold on. Nyota.
And that's the end of it.
And I guess that brings it up to me. Up or Chifundo.
Chemistry is there.
DM it to me, Fee.
Well, that's consistent. Okay.
Huh.
Nice.
And now for the speciality.
Did we all just pass the shamanism check?
Now it's Martini. Let's see how many he fails.
There's only 3 people crowded around this book right now.
Martini was
Everyone
crowded
can
on
just
the other
roll
side.
these out. Martini's also crowded, like kind of tucked in around you, so I need.
I mean, Martin, you could always.
Not even.
Okay, so Martini is currently hovering over above us, looking down on the book, and the pain from
Martini
his
should
wing
be
is
in
distracting
pain,
him.
rolling around on the floor.
That's what I'm just saying. The pain from his wing is distracting him.
Very distracting.
That's fine. Just keep rolling.
Oh my god, he passed chemistry.
Yeah! You actually paid attention in high school chemistry.
I didn't have a high school.
I just realized that the chemistry roll has a spelling error.
Yeah, that's... I can't spell words, and spell check is my best friend, so I have
There
no
we go.
idea.
Holy smoke!
Okay.
Finally, somebody passed that second end check.
I passed both of my end checks. Screw you.
Let's see,
I thought
arcane.
you failed the second one.
Oh, nope, she passed it.
Oh, no, it was that first one that you almost failed.
Definitely not arcane or hacking.
I'm actually impressed your shamanism is that low.
The soldier doesn't understand shamanism.
Same, actually.
He just knows it's dangerous.
No,
I mean,
anything below about a 15 is pretty hard to get as a base stat.
you seem to forget all of the questions Martini's asked about shamanism, and they've all been so unbelievably
No,
stupid.
Your background trait gives you a -5, right?
What was that? I think so. Let me double check.
From a dead tree system mechanic standpoint, getting it down to 10 is actually quite impressive.
Probably background traits or something that give penalties to it.
Looks at my character with like a barely above a 6 in most of her combat. KK.
Yep, he doesn't know shit about the shamanism or the matrix tech. Somehow managed to figure out the chemistry. Somehow understood some of what was going on after he stopped kind of being in utter pain.
The Nat 1 I can actually explain away. There is a phenomena that happens with memory formation where it's largely never for anything selected, it's almost entirely random. But it's where your brain will just latch on to an idea or a piece of information or something, and it just immediately stores it into long-term memory. It's kind of a fluke, and I'm probably skipping over some things, but I'm trying to just make a sweeping gesture here. You just recall something, like, I randomly recall this from one day. But the rest of it was, I'm amazed that the two people who weren't trained in chemistry passed. We're like really, really bad at chemistry.
I remember this from my time at Corbello Academy. Sucks that it's a whole.
You remember chemistry?
Hey, Scapola, can you roll for me too?
Alright, just missing.
Everyone's going to be looking at it at some point.
I mean, I may have been a really, really shit officer. And I may have only had a very, very small amount of training, if barely any to begin with, really. But I still passed the initial exam for Corbello Academy. Granted, I didn't have enough time to really attend the classes, but I would have been into them.
You learn something new every day.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was close to a crit.
Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned.
Like how you completely missed the fact that I have fangs.
You don't hardly ever smile.
I smiled at you like 2-3 days ago?
There's at some point where I say, can we do aid and nether at some
No, these are all knowledge checks.
Actually, no. Now I think about it, might be the mask.
There's this expression of "you think or you know" written across her face. Scopolamina can cast one spell, but she knows all about that magic.
Oh my fucking god.
Does she suddenly have the ability to cast other spells?
No, this is a knowledge check. God.
That's actually damn credible effort to that one as well.
Shamanism. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Yeah.
Better than me.
All right. So, as I'd said, no one, since no one passed every single check, no one can really just sit down in the corner, flop down in the corner and read through the entire thing in one go. But each of you have some bits of familiarity with different topics, and between the lot of you, you not at the moment, but between the lot of you, and if you actually spend the effort on it this evening, you will be able to decipher this book before morning comes.
The margins of this book are going to be so filled with notes. They're going to be booking themselves.
Margins. I was going to fill the spaces between the sentences.
I mean, I have a journal.
I was going to say I have my own notebook.
I was gonna say we could probably use one of the note ledgers that's currently in the room.
That too.
Hey, Nyota,
but
for suggesting the common and obvious and most selectable thing. You're at a +1 until we +1 to intelligence until we rotate in the turn order again.
Yeah, but that's not the student. That's not the student way of doing it, though.
So, check the rest of the basement, then check the second floor?
I suppose so.
Alright, so I'm just gonna start Sunrise, go, do a thing, and then we'll continue on.
Hi, this bag of hugs for $5 is hold.
Woo, thank you, Carl! Double giggity.
Since largely that was a
goddamn
group
it.
effort between everyone.
Sunrise walks out and starts heading down the hallway. I turn on my light so I can see. That's my turn.
Also, Chris is right. We've got like 6 viewers on the next tabletop stream.
Nice.
I'm sorry?
We're #1 tabletop roleplay game. For Twitch.
No, I'm saying to the, 6 people in another one. I'm like, oops.
Well, no, the next person down has 6 less than us.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
You know, for somebody intent on keeping the group together, you sure are fond of walking off on your...
I'll wait. I ended my turn waiting on everyone else.
I felt like calling it out, but I didn't want to call it out.
In her defense, she's actually first on the thing, so she has to go first.
Yeah, no, that was in character.
Yeah, but I think the point is
You
we're all
go, that
kind
was
of going
fucking
at the
beautiful.
same time.
Out of character? She can just swap her turn order. She doesn't care.
So Chifundo moves and sets up a covering position to allow everybody to get past him while catching up with Sunrise, and while covering Sunrise himself. And thus endeth the turn.
Naoto will step out into the hallway and give Chifundo a pat on the shoulder as he walks to catch up with Sunrise.
Will nod to Naoto as he walks past.
Alright. You go there, you go there.
Martini trots out into the hall. It's about here. And turns to cover the hallway in the opposite direction, giving Chifundo a nod.
Nods back. Also, since when did we start working like a proper military unit?
When Martini passed his intelligence and remembered.
I don't know about you, but I was properly following around in Sunrise's armor the entire time last time, giving cover.
And using me as a bullet shield.
You told me to.
That's true.
You're our mobile cover.
I was going to say, what's the point in being the tank if you're not getting shot at?
Speaking of, get a tower shield with a gun port.
What's the use of being the tank if you don't have a proper gun behind you?
Here's a fun one. Fit out Sunrise with a battle saddle with a shield on each side of the battle saddle and a head sticking in between.
How about fuck you?
We don't want to give her more
I have
armor.
specifically not gone to get a shield because I know Moon would when I told him I had 200 DT.
I mean, you can literally just go and make one yourself.
But at that point in time, your movement speed is just non-existent as you've proceeded to just start walking around with a fucking steel door.
Mina, Sunrise needs to advance. Pick her up in TK and move forwards.
That's true.
Yeet
At that
me!
point, I just,
Yeet me! I am
at that point, I
fastball
just had
special!
a corporate carrier in front of me.
At that point, why aren't we just putting all the armor
I
onto the
will,
dumpster?
I will, in fact, start throwing dragons at you.
No. Be around the corner. There's 3 sentry bots at all
I know
targets.
I've just suddenly realized that there literally isn't a tabletop game where I'll throw dragons at you isn't a viable threat.
Yes,
Hang on,
yes, but
hang on
remember,
now.
Moon, remember.
You have a bard in the party.
Remember,
You're throwing
Moon,
a dragon
in over
with a party
2
with-
years, in over 2.5 years, you've never thrown a dragon at us. We threw one at you.
That's 100% fair. I got to be my old player character again.
That is the first time I've ever... I still love that to this day, because that is the first time in 20 years of playing tabletop games since I was 12 fucking years old, I've ever got to throw a dragon back at the DM.
And I had an alien walk up to you and said, "Take me to my leader."
But
You know what? Fuck it. I'll seduce the dragon.
like I said, Moon, are you sure you want to throw a dragon at a party with a bard?
I'm pretty sure I've got the meme for this somewhere around here.
Oh boy.
They said
Also,
slay
if
the
we-
dragon, not lay
if-
the dragon.
If we go down the steel shields option, what happens if he straps claymores to the shields just in case somebody tries to melee her too close?
Everybody gangsta till...
Okay,
put
okay,
the
look,
small
that's...
horse
First
with the
off,
claymores.
I'm opening the thing now. That's going on the banned tactics list. There, I've added that to the banned tactics list. Second, that's creative.
What? A return to sender tower shield? That tale as old as time.
You realize the first
Song
band
of
tactic on the
Prime,
band tactics
Claymore
list.
to the feet.
Hold on, Moon. You realize the first band tactics list on the first band tactic on the list is Sunrise taking 2 claymores and doing the ear slam on somebody from both sides at the same time before pressing the detonator against their head. So literally, it's like the scene with Robert Downey Jr. from Sherlock Holmes where he slams the guy's ears, except for with explosives.
Because everything's better with explosives.
Up your heart. If you are that close, especially Little Miss Bay explosions, if you are that close to someone and you, like, even if they're just little sonic charges, if you did that to someone that close in, it is roll an endurance save or die.
She'll just get back up.
Fair.
That's the second part of the band tactics list. You are not allowed to abuse the getting back up after death mechanic. Anyway, continue.
Melee DT of 300. I'm sorry, what?
I simply pass by the other two smiling as she just kind of trots up, walks up behind Sunrise, whips out her laser rifles.
Are we there?
Yep, I am here. Did not know it was my turn. I'm just gonna kind of move between the front and the back here. Kind of take it up the rear, but ready to run forward and cover.
Don't take up the rear here around here. That's a dangerous play.
So I see.
Sunrise.
Yes.
The hallway is very dimly illuminated. There are some lights that are on. There are some lights that have burned out. Shadows are being cast.
Oh, I cut on my light.
Oh,
that
you
was,
do?
That was my action, was to cut on my light. So I took one move
missed
and then
that
I
part,
turned
I'm
on my
sorry.
light. It's okay.
Polygon reveal. Alright, make me a perception roll. Shit.
Having one of those days.
Roll20 is all over the show tonight, isn't it?
Roll20 stole all of Moon's booze.
Fails for the fail god, crits for the crit throne. Alright, that is just your light's able to kind of beam through the darkness, but since you failed, it's not completely revealing the entire hallway. The hallway is just a bit bigger than the beam of your light.
Hmm.
Just wall.
I'm looking for a door. Are there any doors?
No, I said that where you're touching is wall.
Yes, I'm looking to see if there's any doors in the hallway.
Roll perception again.
Is it that dark?
It's not that it's that dark. Do you see where the large patches of light were?
Yeah.
Those were the only light bulbs that were still working.
It's,
Alright.
It's more of a case of the lighting's weird than it's dark.
Hang on, isn't Mythic still casting Sun?
I mean, I have it turned off right now, but it looks like he might have to actually take sort of lead with his gigantic sun for.
Fucking magic mag light. Alright, you do a sweep to either side, and you're able to mostly clear out the darkness of the hall.
she casts light in the darkness.
Supposed to magic missile the darkness. Or fireball.
Yeah,
Hey.
but we're going with the boring solution.
Hey, only you can stop dungeon fires. Kill the wizards first.
Moment, I'm just going to make several gray boxes so that I can remind myself this area is still kind of dimly lit. Okay. You're good. Keep going. Yeah. Alright.
That's where I stop. Wait on the group.
Chifundo, you no longer have visual contact with Sunfun.
That is until we all move up.
Your action?
My action is to sort of take up at the edge of the corridor to where the outer edge of the corner, so I can try and sort of cover sunrise, but be able to turn around again if Mina or Martini says something's going off behind us. Can I roll perception to see how well I can see down this corridor?
Yes, you can.
You apparently see reasonably well.
Oh yeah, you can see fine. It's dim. Kinda dim.
No sign of doors or any alcoves for people to hide in or anything.
No, this appears to just be smooth, clear, just bunker stone walls.
Cool. Yeah, so doing my best to cover everyone and ending my turn.
Alright. Nyota.
I will move around the corner and catch up with Sunrise before patting her on the shoulder and doing my usual shtick.
Which is patting her on the shoulder, she turns her head, and you disappear.
Alright, roll it for me.
Or not.
Holy!
Diana, are you okay? I can still see you.
Fuck you, roll 20.
Still see you? I'm sorry. I'm guessing he just face planted.
He face planted it and he's glowing.
He forgot
There
to turn
was-
off the pit button.
Yeah, you start going down, and Sunrise, you're able to see not Nyota, but a just floating lamp.
Nyota, you didn't turn off your light. I can still see you.
Right, which button was that again?
Okay. Yours is the...
Just hit it, it'll do your bidding.
Hold on. Yours is the 2-button one, right? This is literally the
Nyota,
joke.
wait. Nyota, as you're looking at it, hold on, before you interject. Nyota, roll me mechanics real quick. Actually, wait. Roll me roll me shamanism first.
What the?
+5
5 degrees.
Okay. So make me a mechanics roll with a plus 25.
Two degrees of fail.
No, you're not familiar with the layout of the thing.
Still getting used to it.
Yep.
He found the flashlight function. It's like, oh, this is neat.
What?
All right, yeah. So between the two of you, you're able to turn the flashlight off. All right. And Nyota, you'll you'll have to attempt to sneak. You'll have to attempt to not crit fail again in the next rotation. Martini.
He's gonna stick in formation with Chifundo. Move to about here and continue to cover this hallway. I just realized, shouldn't we have the two individuals actually using small squad tactics on point?
Why would I put the two individuals who have the least amount of body armor in front?
Because they can run away just as fast.
You can't outrun bullets.
Okay, Martini.
Actually,
whenever,
I think marker
whenever...
if flight rank 4 actually can outfly a bullet.
Yes, yes, he can.
Yes, but he can't at the minute because he's limited to 3 after this. After that, entertaining wing
and hallways.
It doesn't matter in the hallway. It's still big enough for his wings.
I would make argument that Mina with enough drugs can actually probably outrun bullets.
I'm sorry, Mina can outrun time with enough drugs.
Yes.
You know that scene in Over the Hedge when the squirrel drinks the caffeine?
Yes, I have that.
You know that scene's 10 years old, right?
And it still holds up.
Stop making me feel old.
I'm almost afraid to ask what would happen if you gave that to Martini with flight rank 4.
How many AP does he have?
Let me check.
Just sits here looking at my spells. How much AP does he have?
95.
Double that, and then double.
You'd be slightly slower than Mina would be.
Though his movement rate while flying would make up for
yes. You'd be able to move farther, but Mina would have more AP. Slightly.
What just happened?
Let's see.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm so confused. What the hell are you chuckle fucks trying to plan?
Nothing.
Okay, so
Okay.
for movement speed, Martini has an 84 for flight regular.
Oh, you're literally trying to figure out if you could outfly a bullet.
Yeah,
you definitely outrun the bullet.
168 for sprint.
No. After session. I'll help you with the map.
And that's in heavy armor.
Oh yes, you can definitely fly faster. I will give you that.
Okay, you can
faster than a speeding bullet.
I'm gonna safely say you can outfly most small caliber rounds.
He's
the larger ones, no, but the smaller ones probably.
What do you mean? The larger ones are slower. They're bigger.
Yeah, try telling that to BAE's railgun.
Okay, well that's a railgun. That's completely different.
But Hetty is correct. When
the Browning cares not for how fat you think it might be. For the Browning round is not fat; it is thick.
when Mina takes the flash, she is literally moving so fast through time that time slows down for her, for everyone else.
Martini ditches his armor. Sprint of 200. Base. No drugs.
Is this system amazing?
Hold on, is that in miles per hour, by the way?
No, that's hexes, I think, isn't it?
Yards, I believe.
Wait,
which I guess yes, in hexes.
If he were to use all of his AP in a sprint with movement type, or the movement for sprint of 200. How many?
But I will help you through. I will help you through this conundrum.
Okay. Later we'll find out how many times Martini can break the sound barrier.
more times than he broke his wing today.
I am abstaining and refusing to science this.
I will not science how stupid is able to go faster than the speed of sound. It is not happening.
He's able to go stupidly faster than the speed of sound.
Ludicrous speed.
Plaid.
Oh my god, alright. You know what? You're gonna go so fast, it's Scopolamina's turn.
Nice one. Nice one.
Scopolamina goes so fast, she ends her turn before Martini still has figured out how fast he can go.
That...
Oh god.
It's happening.
God, my leg.
Hi, Fourth Wall. Sorry we absolutely flattened you there, Fourth Wall. We'll rebuild you at some point between sessions.
I just have one last thing to say, Moon. Flash plus the haste spell.
Give me, flash, haste.
Highway to the Danger Zone starts playing.
On that note, Blade's gonna kick on his own light. Right after he kind of calls out for everyone to not look directly at him for a couple of seconds.
Stares in flash-resistant visor.
Stares into this very sun itself, flashes before your eyes.
Glares back
Hold
in
on,
the
hold
sun.
on, hold on. No. Your visor, what does it do exactly?
It was a tinted visor. Apparently it helps resist against flashbangs. So, sound, it still does some damage. But the flash doesn't bother him.
Is it the fucking... The one pair of sunglasses just reflavored?
No, it's an actual visor.
There is
it's a mod.
There is a visor mod.
Visor kit. I know it was specifically tinted.
Do you mean the helmet visor?
Yeah, the helmet visor, it was tinted.
The helmet visor does not grant flash suppression. It keeps the sun out of your eyes, and hence it gives you the +1 to perception. No, the thing to resist flashbangs is a different item.
Oh, well that's how it's been being run since, what was it?
No. I'm using a faceplate.
Yep. Visor kit only adds a +1 to perception, and not for the lantern helmet.
No, she's got a ballistic visor. She's spent the time to give her eyes DT, like the neurotic fuck that she is.
Look, I know that in Sats in the original game, you can cold shot the eyes, so fuck you.
Okay, in that case, he's gonna avert his eyes.
The eyes in the system, you can hit someone in the elbows. I know the penalty to shoot someone in the kneecaps.
Do I even want to ask?
Depends on how close you are to them and with what kind of gun. It's a nuanced question. The ethics and grace of kneecap shots notwithstanding.
Okay, medium range with a crossbow.
The ethics of kneecap shots notwithstanding, and how hilarious they'd be. Yeah, so Martini, if you look directly at that, you are going to be at perception penalties.
Yeah, no, like I said, in that case, he's going to avert his eyes.
So yeah, the entire party's probably gonna see like the entire hallway just light up as if Celestia's sun itself has just descended upon the hallway, and then it kind of dims down.
So, what I think Martini's gotten confused with is the anti-flashbang module, which is a power armor upgrade.
Oh no,
Oh god, yeah, that is PA only.
Yeah, I was going off of what you told me, so I really don't know.
Yeah, the regular helmet visor just provides you with perception bonus.
The point I was going to say is, I was going to ask you which one it was, and if it was that thing that's been reflavored, these wouldn't help you because this is like looking at a MIG welder arc with sunglasses on, they'll melt through them and just hurt your eyes. The arc of flare does not care for anyone.
Okay.
That said, I need to continue polygoning what you,
Yep, just kind of moving forward up here, middle of the way, keeping the back all nice and snug, while hopefully keeping everyone else, within visibility of light cone without blinding.
Alright, so your light is so bright, I am actually expanding the drawn amount that you can see to past the outline of the wall.
Nice.
Wait, we've got subsurface diffusion going off here now?
His light is so bright, he temporarily has the full elf thing from D&D. He knows where the secret doors are. Alright. Yeah, sorry for the great boxes.
What the fuck?
Alright.
It's what Bethesda would have done.
Turn down the sun.
No, don't worry. It's down to bearable lantern levels, but I mean, just don't look directly at.
Moment.
Right, Prince Celestia.
Stop.
Prince Solaris.
Alright, memers, let the GM do his thing.
Thank you.
I have to agree. Prince Celestia over there, bright as fucking daylight.
That's a really interesting way to say Jonathan Joestar.
Yes, it is an enemy magic user. Except I'm an ally.
Oh god, did Mythic just Bethesda the sun?
Oh
Yeah,
god,
hang on, I'm just gonna bring
what's
it down
that
here
even mean? I'm afraid. Anyways, Sunrise, you turn down this way and there's a very... give me a perception roll.
Thank you, Carl. I perceive all of Jack and shit.
Okay, so you turn down... let me... so you turn down this way, there's a short corridor that leads to an abrupt turn after about 10 feet.
So thanks to Mythic's light show, Wandering Sunrise is all razzle-dazzle starlights in her eyes.
It's blinded.
Blinded by the
Dark spooky
light.
tunnel.
Okay. Generally not sure
Mythic.
what to do. Do we clear
My
that room
Japanese
first, or
isn't-
do we finish the hallway?
Martini.
Right, so you're not going to move any further forward?
I'm asking their opinion. Do we go in the door, or do we go the other way?
We need to make sure there's nothing hostile at our backs.
I'd suggest we have a couple of us cover the hallway and a couple of us cover Sunrise.
Alright, I in turn waiting for Scout.
Do you still have your light on?
Yes.
All right. You're looking at, you can kind of see with your pitbuck, or with the pitbuck light, it appears to be a door. Anyway, Chifundo.
Chifundo, the intrepid pink zebra moves down to here. Well, no, moves down to maybe here, so as to try and cover both sunrise and down the corridor any further if I can. Drop its roll perception, see if I can see a bit further around this corner.
Yes, please. All right, give me a moment. Let me just freehand this real quick.
And yeah, I'll say that jar's prepped, ready for a big heavy bomb drop.
Hang on. Oh, I did the thing, didn't I? Good job.
Wrong
me.
layer.
Wrong layer. There you go. So, off in the distance from where you are, you see what appears to
Yay,
be
thank you, James.
some kind of door at the far end. It was around actually, let me show out the corner corridor, because you would have been able to see that too.
Who did we lose? Vaughn.
Vaughn.
And welcome back.
Here he is.
There we go.
Alright, so Chifundo, that's what you were able to see?
Okay, I'll report back that I can see what looks like another corridor and a door at the far end of the corridor. And again, probably in my turn.
Alright, Naoda.
I will get into the corridor and squeeze past Sunrise into the room as I attempt to be the scout that I'm supposed to be for the party. Much better.
Boy.
Hey, we've played at least 100 games. Your crit fail chance isn't 100 even. You're liable to royally fail them sometimes.
And let's
Fair.
face it, that was a good place to fail.
That was a hilarious place to fail. Alright. I was moving something else. Reveal areas. Oh. That matters much. Alright, so there is another... there's another corridor that goes down this way. Darkness kind of draws itself around this, kind of darkens and draws its way around over here. Have your light on, correct?
I do not.
Okay. Sunrise, are you providing light?
Yes.
Are you providing light down this way?
Just to clarify, is this like the AoE light around me, or is this like a pointable flashlight? Because it seems like it keeps changing.
So what this is a this is a flashlight that has a cone of light that comes out of it. The screen lights up and projects out a corner of light. I'm trying to figure out where you are because there are angles which would change the edge of the illumination. Where you are, your light would project a beam that would come to right about here. If you were down further, your light would be able to gather just about anything in this radius.
Well, right now it's just going that way then.
Okay. Sorry, for ease of use, I kind of go since the Pip-Boy light was largely a thing that Bethesda did. I tend to keep their roughly 60-ish degree angle of light cone.
Is Roll20 just determined?
Holy fucking shit. Okay. Nyota, you can make out what's in the light.
Yep. And that'll be it for me.
No, I should put this down a little bit further. I can't remember what the range of the Pip-Buck light spell is.
It's the light spell cast at a potency of 1.
Yeah, I know.
Illuminates a 1-yard area around the Pip-Buck with an additional 1 yard increment out to 5 yards.
Okay, it is 15 feet.
Any creature who was looking directly at the light source in the dark when it is turned on is dazed and takes a -10 to all checks. Creatures that are light sensitive take a -30 instead.
Huh.
Okay, so it's light out to there. Alright, Martini, you're up.
Well, Martini's just going to move to about here and take a glance down the same hallway Chifundo's looking down. And if he doesn't see anything, he'll watch the hallway that they just came from.
So, slightly behind, just how distracting is Sunrise's armoured plot to Nyota today?
About as distracting as Chifundo's flank is to Martini.
Thank you,
The better
Chris.
dry port with a
All over my
free beer sign in a storm.
I was about to say, the operative question shouldn't be how attractive is it, is when is it not?
No, I said how distracting is it today?
Yeah, and when is it not?
It's a little more than normal, I think, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
All right, Martini. With that roll, you're able to see largely the same thing that Chifundo could see.
Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Scopola.
She will trot past Jafundo and Marker Light, and she'll point down the corridor, keep us covered that way. And then she's going to go in. And I don't know if she can squeeze behind Sunrise or not, between the wall and the door. I mean, between the wall and Sunrise.
She could probably go over.
Can you say that again? Someone was talking to me. I didn't hear you.
I don't know if she can squeeze behind Sunrise here, or if she has to stand off to the side.
It's not active combat. You can pass through the square without anything. You're fine.
Okay. I'm just going to get behind Sunrise to cover her. I mean, she is a small frame, so.
She is not small frame.
Thought Salt and Road was small frame.
I am small frame.
Thought you weren't small frame.
No. Small
Since
frame.
when?
She's not Pee Wee or whatever the smaller
Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak.
Not
Thank you.
Pipsqueak.
We had that debate before.
Every single piece of artwork, I'm specifically tell them I need to be at least a head shorter than everyone else.
I am not small frame. I cover Sunrise.
All right,
We literally, I think, had this debate last game, and you asked, and she said
Instead
she
of
was
a
small frame and not
24-inch
Pipsqueak.
plushie, I have a 22-inch plushie, so she's smaller than the actual 24s.
He's chugging something right now.
there's water.
It should be booze.
Why do you think at the beginning of the game, for the longest time, everyone thought I was a kid?
I'm not gonna answer that question. No, I thought the height was as short as you could get the character without her being small frame, not the other way around. All right.
No, that's my character.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's my mistake. I was just mixing the two of you up.
Moon mixing mares.
He's mixing zebras, he's mixing mares, and he's mixing zebras with unicorns. What's next?
Look, you are all interchangeable stat blocks to me.
You know what? It'll be fine as long as he doesn't suddenly have Martini in Sunrise's bed.
The idea of zebracorns.
That reminds me, I need to get one of the meme cakes.
What, strawberry zebra cakes or the
Other ones, yes, please, Floof. Eat me a zebra cake.
Speaking of zebra cake, I'm going to step away for a moment and grab something to snack on. I'm hungry.
God damn it.
Still thinking about that plot, huh?
I'm going to do the same.
All right. Do we want to just break real quick here?
Yep.
That's two people who stepped away.
Yeah, we can take a quick break.
All right. Everyone come back at 40.
Also, you saying about zebracorns?
Yeah, I was asking, does that mean there'll be zebracorns and zebrasci?
Everyone who's watching the stream, go get popcorn. You're gonna need it.
Oh yeah.
It's only gonna get better from here, folks.
Hey, if Moon puts combat in this, roll 20 is going to monument. Fuck us.
The way everybody's been rolling tonight. Oh, full-on zebra alicorn. No, earlier I was hinting at the idea with the way Mythic was able to do that blinding light. Oh God, is he a celestial child? Or grandchild?
That would be pretty hilarious.
Oh shit, that one looks like it might actually have foals on the way. Weird thing, I went to go see if there were Celestia's children, and apparently somebody out there is unofficially linked her with Discord and had kids with him.
Oh God, I swear if Mythic's just Discord Celestia's kid somewhere down the line.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to, I'm not sure if it's said in Fallout Equestria, but I'm pretty sure Project Horizons lists Blue Blood as being a direct relative of Celestia. Well, I don't know if that's Celestia's family from obviously before Celestia and Luna became alicorns.
Yeah.
Wait, would that mean he'd be related to Blue Blood as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, he's Blue Blood's kid.
But it's basically why there's a nobility class in the back lore of FoE.
Mythic finds out his secret origin.
Oh God, it gets worse. No, looking up Zebra Alicorn, I literally just found that.
Oh God, Smarmadon just did the whole thing about doing like the pony version of Scott Pilgrim.
Guys, look in live stream crazy posts.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with this.
This guy
Yeah. I don't know. If you ask Mythic real nice, he'd probably give you a horn. And a pair of wings.
5 golden rings.
I swear I have nothing to do with that image.
Who the hell did that one? That's like Chifundo turned alicorn. Or Zebracorn. Oh shit.
I'm back. So what's this about Ascension and Zebra and Chifundo?
Take a look in live stream crazy posts. He found that while hunting other pictures.
Oh. Well, it's about damn time someone got ascended.
We all know it's not going to be Nyota.
I mean, that is where it came from. Thankfully, it way predates the FoE game, so I can confirm that it's not my fault.
Okay, so that is like Chifundo before Chifundo.
Chifundo, do you want to talk about your family real quick? Holds up that picture.
And it would be amazing if the artist made that a Sony corn.
I mean, let's be honest. There was a point.
Zebra Alicorn, or Pegasus Zebracorn, as I used to call them,
Yeah.
is literally what the person describes it as.
I mean, I'll be honest, there was a point where I had to ask Moon, Chifundo's not one
Ask
of
Moon
Martini's
what?
kids.
Well.
What
Yeah,
in the? You know what? No.
We
fuck
already
you.
answered that question.
On
You
that
already
note,
answered that one.
I'm gonna step away again, real quick, and grab these.
That was his response the first time. Because we were having a conversation about all the kids probably left behind by every member of the party, past and present.
Oh, all you got to do, Cinder, is go into livestream Crazy Post. Oh my god, it is a pink zebracorn! Well, pink striped.
I just, yeah.
You found that predates this whole thing.
Yeah, 2011 apparently.
Wow, that does predate a lot. Holy shit.
Epic foreshadowing right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, ladies and
So the
gentlemen,
next step is for suddenly Chifundo to suddenly sprout wings and a horn.
check.
Hey.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I would like to thank FoEDeadTree Studios for sponsoring us tonight. They provide our GM as well as the rule system that we're playing by. If you want to go check them out, please do look them up. Second, I'd like to thank all of you guys for making us consistently the #1 tabletop RPG stream on any weekday.
Bullshit.
What are you talking about? Roll Criticals on Saturday. They play reruns during the week.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, those are reruns. Those aren't live. Besides,
also in my
under
defense,
the besides under the tabletop RPG section, we're 10 viewers ahead of the nearest competitor.
That's pretty cool. Still not 100% sure why all you crazy bastards tune in to listen to me orate for 4 hours. But, Nyota, thank you very much for the 6-year-old whiskey.
If it helps, that picture predates this game by a few years.
Everybody likes your oral.
Wow.
Winky
Really,
face
Moon?
mood.
Really,
Hold on,
Bon?
Tish.
Just take another drag, man. Before I ask a question.
That's the question. Also, to answer the question that...
We already confirmed that answer was a no. The question was already asked once before.
Yeah, no.
I have a firm request. I want a Chifundo alicorn.
Get some taint and get lucky.
Hey, I have a very solid request to your request. Please elaborate by what you mean. Do you just mean like an anycorn?
No.
Taint
Blue.
mutant?
Look inside. Look inside live stream Crazy Post and you'll see what we're talking about.
Moon's seen it. Moon noped out for booze.
No, that was because I
firmly
asked the question.
want Chifundo as an alicorn as the biggest trap in the wasteland.
This goddamn Lisa Frank
Princess of
artwork
Traps.
bullshit you have got up in this channel. No, how to delete someone else's post.
Awesome.
Wait, this is my server. I can do that. Get that
live
the
stream
fuck
Crazy
out of
Post?
here.
Did you put the artwork from
Wait, what?
Be gone! Awful, terrifying, photorealistic Alazebra.
You talking about the one that looked like a has-been hotel escapee?
No, the one that looked like it was done in crayon.
Oh, the one that he first posted.
They don't do that, but it was just unsettling to look at.
What it looks like.
You may.
What it looks like is that somebody traced the zebra off of those Happy Stripes gum and just like gave it a horn, all in crayon.
Hey, Hetty.
Why do you desire your ultimate fetish fuel?
Hetty, you may repost this because I have temporarily removed Moon's ability to delete pictures.
So I keep saying apparently part of Chifundo's bloodline comes from the fruit striped gum zebra.
We all know that already.
Yes, and what else is new?
Which means there's other Chifundos out there that are green and red and yellow and purple.
You almost had me. You almost had me.
Breed the rainbow.
Literally, the
Taste
tea
the
was
rainbow.
on my lips, and I went, nope, putting this down.
By the way, Fee.
Hey, you're learning.
You know what? Hey, Moon. I've got a question.
All right.
This one's not lewd.
I've got whiskey.
As a trait that's passed down by Martini, those eyes. Could those
damn
just be a trait
eyes.
that's yeah, could those eyes just be passed down?
A 1 or a 2 on a D10 roll.
I just want to torture Moon now with a question. Moon, how many times has
no.
Martini been a mother?
No, they are not.
Damn.
But
It is
we
not
were
a
talking
trait
about
that is passed down to every family. Or
but
to
the
every
idea
family
that
member.
Mythic might be a child of celestial bloodline.
Okay.
Okay,
Spoiler
I am
alert.
just gonna say this right here and now. This is like word of God. There, aside from the Princess Mary Sue punchline that we have going via the books and some of the expansions, there is no secret. Like, I have not made a secret goddess child. I have not like broken like one of the fanfic rule #1 things. No, there is no secret celestial love child.
Well, I mean, there is that theory about blue
spell
blood.
that out.
Well, then that's it, Mythic. You just happen to have a nice light show.
There is always that fan theory about Blue Blood's family, but
Fair,
oh well.
but that's a different can of worms entirely.
It's also Project Horizon's canon, which is outright not a part of Moon's canon.
It's big and it goes really
I'm not talking about Horizon. I just mean the actual fandom, not Horizon.
Fee, did you run the intro at the beginning?
I did not.
Why don't you run the intro now? So we're starting the break over.
By the way, Fee, to answer your question, no more than 8 times, but no less than 2.
Oh. Shit.
9 yards.
This is the only time I'm ever
right,
going to say this
and
sentence.
then
I kind of miss Alguacil. Not Miske, Alguacil.
Ooh.
Ow.
I never shot at him before, so I can't tell you.
Why do you miss Alguacil?
Because I wanted Mythic to have to endure the justice speech.
oh my god, no, yes, that would have been the best thing ever.
See, it's funny.
Oh, yes.
You say endure the justice speech, but I know the character he's building. They would straight. You watched
They
Full
would
Metal
be
Alchemist,
buddies.
yes?
Yes.
Do you know the scene where
Just yes.
Yeah, it would be when Armstrong and what's her name's husband meet for the first time.
His name is Husband.
His name is Husband. Like, canonically,
Yes,
his
it
name
is,
is Husband.
Yes, when Armstrong and husband meet for the first time, just that interaction. That is what I foresee it would have been like with Al.
So they would have KO'd a Hellhound onto a spike.
But I wanted that for like 10 seconds of my life.
Oh no!
I want that for-
No! I've got the perfect meme for this.
Reminded me of that could have been a thing. It is a thing that I want for all of my life.
Nyota, Alguacil, and Mythic as the Pillar Men.
I mean, you know, I figured he'd just guess that. Actually, I kind of figured he just alter physiology himself and someone else's Nyota, and just all three of them just pillar them.
I just like to point out Hans and Franz, and then add in Mythic with Alter Physiology. You already have them.
Oh my god. Wait, am I Wemu or am I card?
That's it. From now on, Mythic, your theme song starts with "Ay ay ay," and then we hear Persian music.
You know what? Yeah, I'm more than okay with Mythic being one of the good job.
Tellings.
Am I ECDC? Oh my god, is Mythic ECDC?
No, I'm more than okay with the yes, with the Custodes.
Oh god, no.
I miss working on that project. I miss that project.
Okay, hold on.
Thank bringing that up because that was the exact scene I had in my mind.
Hang on. Doesn't Martini have some oil? Let me double check.
Hey, what?
Is it
Well-
germane to the situation?
Well, if Mythic's supposed to be one of the Custodes, we'll just have him slide down the hall.
Oh please, oh lord, oh god.
Nope, doesn't have it on him. Oh well.
Alright, Mythic, is that as far as you go?
Yep, he's just gonna sit down there and just kind
Good for a
of
minute.
perform overall.
Thank you. Okay, Sunrise, you're up.
I assume I see the hallway now.
Yes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright, Sunrise, roll perception.
There's too much light. It needs to be darker.
Well,
Obviously, you blinded Sunrise, and then she went around the corner and she couldn't.
That's
So,
obviously what happened.
you know how in Fallout 3, how for whatever reason Bethesda decided that the base color for 90% of the game needed to be a shade of aquamarine?
Yep.
Shine your light in just the right way, all you would see is a sea of white. That is the experience that Sunrise is having right now. You can find her way out of this room, but all she sees is just a dead-end corridor of white. Chifundo.
Seeing as nobody's really moved, Chifundo's going to remain where he is, just kind of keeping an eye out for trouble.
Okay, you're just gonna take watch.
Yeah,
Naoto.
pretty much.
Well, considering my light source has just disappeared, I'm gonna try and roll to see if I can see anything. What penalty am I at?
There's some very soft lights in here, but it's really enough to just not slam in either of the walls.
So I'm assuming at -1?
-2. What's your base perception?
5.
-1.
Still
doesn't matter. You. Okay. So you fumble around in the darkness, not turning on your Pitbuck light.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Well, no, I'm saying he didn't turn on his Pitbuck light, so he didn't break stealth. But Martini.
Martini's going to take a few steps forward to about here and see what he can spot, but prepare himself to backpedal if it turns out that he's just walked into the firing line of something.
Roll perception. Alright, Martini, you hear what can only be actually, that's enough of a pass, so I need to slightly reveal the area. Yes, let me just... Come on. It's such a small amount of area, it doesn't want to cooperate with me.
Don't want to watch more of the show,
Alright. So, Martini, you hear what can only be described as the soft sound of a small flight jet. And you hear the soft sound of whirring mechanical limbs.
He raises his plasma rifle, looks back towards Chifundo and goes, "Contact front. Some kind of machine."
Adjusting a rifle so that I'm covering Martini.
And then he's going to backpedal. Should he roll academics and lore to ID exactly what it was? Because I'm thinking it's a gusty or gutsy.
Roll. Just roll int.
Of course.
Yeah, you know it's one of
roll-
those flying ones. Perception.
This
Can
is the
I
part where
roll
Moon reveals.
proficiency?
Hold on. This is the part where Moon
What,
reveals
what?
that all of the gray squares are actually zebra stealth bots.
Lord.
Wait a
no.
second. Wait a second.
I reveal that all of the gray squares are actually the gray goo, and it's a TPK. No, it's not. They're just my markers of low light, to be perfectly honest. Shifundo,
can I-
make me an audio-based perception check.
Okay.
You can't make this shit up. I wish you could, but you can't.
I pass fairly handily.
You know it's the sound of one of those flying bots, but largely they do sound exactly the same.
More interesting to me, can I pinpoint roughly which direction it is?
Actually,
From
Mark,
here, you know that it's coming from somewhere down the hall, more into the room.
given where he was, Martini would point out that he thought he heard it more to the right.
We'll take a stable firing stance and watching the corridors to see what's coming for us.
From where you are, you've been there for a little bit. It does not really appear to be. It doesn't really appear to be coming out, or really flying around much at all. It seems to have been largely stationary.
Okay, well,
Flying around
seems
much at
it's
all.
there
It
and
seems
we're now
to
aware
have
of
been
it.
largely stationary.
Like I say, just keeping an eye on it.
Yep.
So far as possible when it's down a dark corridor, which I can't see that part of.
Alright. Scopolamina.
Okay, it appears they've got the hallway covered. I need to keep continuing to cover Sunrise. I will move up behind Sunrise. I will flick on my helmet light.
Sunrise has her light on. You can see her from where you were here.
Yeah, but she keeps disappearing ahead of me, so I need to have light on so when I'm advancing up behind her.
Roll me perception.
Superior fire doctrine is an understatement when it comes to Mina.
I just like to remind myself that she's literally just the superior firepower doctrine made living.
Oh, you managed to find that one, did you, Von?
Wow! Von Holtz, or Scopolamina, you find the doors.
Well, remember she's still on Mentals.
As you're walking down the hall towards her.
Yeah, well, it's not difficult. She's right there.
Apparently it is for Sunrise.
Dirt Horse is easily confused by complicated things.
The issue is they're underground, so their internal compasses are just fucking spinning.
No, the issue is that you're going to reveal later that this place is powered by a Gauss generator that's been fucking with our internal compasses the entire time, because it's a giant goddamn magnet! And Moon sits there and goes, I hadn't thought of that, writes it down quickly, and goes back to doing what he was doing.
I continue to keep being cover, save whatever action points I have left, which is quite a bit, because since I only used a little bit to get over there to cover Sunrise.
Joestar. I mean Mythic.
Alright, what do you think, Mythic? Should I still try to seal off the hallway with the shield, or just simply cover you?
I'd say just cover me with it. I can move up because it doesn't sound like that thing's moving. When sunrise comes out, we'll figure out what to do about it, though.
Alright, he'll go ahead and kind of pop off a... He kind of bunkers shield in front of Martini, kind of covering him up, but also allowing him to shoot back prop. Giving him a hole to aim through and shoot at. As he then prepares himself for whatever trouble might come down the hallway, and he's also going to step down diagonally in front of Chiffon. That might give him a little better illumination down that hallway. And the hallway's blocked.
Okay. Sorry, I was already coming down.
Do I need to repeat?
So, are you just looking down the hall, or?
Yeah, he's just gonna look down the hallway. He popped a shield in front of Martini to kind of shore up the defenses down that hallway in case whatever's down there comes marching up, with a hole in the barrier for Martini to aim through.
Real quick.
Kind of a
is
bunker
it just
shield.
Is it just? Okay, so not from one wall to the other.
Yeah, not from one wall to the other, not sealing off the hallway. That would be a good idea, but nah, it's just in front of Martini.
So you're telling me that Martini now has a magical riot shield, straight out of Call of Duty?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Amazing.
I will. I'll use. Yellow's not gonna show up.
Blue.
Not in that background.
Magic is blue.
Purple, because I'm gonna make a wine. Did anyone suddenly taste purple there for a minute?
But if this is not 40k, this is not the war.
Just wait.
Purple is not the war. Purple is one of the plans that you had go so far off the rails that everything has just taken on the slightest tinge of purple. Purple's a goddamn state of being.
Insert Stan joke.
Don't even start. One of Sunrise's kids already has one.
Oh my god.
Shape. Alright, so Sunrise. With Scopola Mina behind you, you're able to find the door.
Scopola, did everything just taste purple there for a minute?
No. Hallway tastes fine to me.
Okay. Does the door have a handle? Does it have any way to open it?
The door is just a very simple handle. There appears to be no security or anything on it.
Tries the handle to see if the door opens.
This door opens.
It's that weird moment where the kid at the haunted house pushes the door open and it creaks.
Alright, you got your light on. Perception me real quick.
Just to clarify, EFS isn't like putting red dots everywhere, is it? Shit.
Wow, what did you do to piss off
Wow.
420?
I don't know. That's the third nat 10 perception roll in a row. I'm just gonna assume I'm never gonna make a perception check.
You're
never gonna-
You might want to flush the roller.
Alright,
Alright,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have a justification for this. This is
I'm
actually
just
kinda
gonna pull out actual dice and start rolling them on camera.
funny. Oh, it's funny. Give me a second. Moving the door out of the way. Alright, so you open the door, you fire up the, you just kind of aim and turn and fire the pit buck into the, into the hallway. And all you see in front of you is just a felt sheet of purple. It appears to be made out of some kind of, maybe linen or terry cloth material.
Oh, look, a hippie den.
Huh. That's why my hoof was itching. I was literally about to taste purple. She moves the sheet of cloth.
Roll again.
Alright, nope. Using actual dice now.
No. So you go in, and the first thing that greets your nostrils is the sharp scent of old cigarette smoke. There's an ashtray on the nightstand that is overflowing with butts. Bed that's got a kind of worn-in crease that only comes from someone who's kept a piece of furniture years past its prime. To essentially be... It looks like this was a sort of crash pad, but it seems that whoever was here had, at one point in time, repurposed it as a sort of subterranean smoking room.
Is everything dusty, or does this stuff look like it's been used recently?
No, it's dusty.
Well,
there is a lone cigarette on the table that was never lit.
you know, if Nyota still smoked, I imagine he might want to try that cigarette.
No, but do you go over and touch it, or?
No, I'm gonna investigate the rest of the room for, like, a journal or some indication of who lived here besides someone who chain smoked themselves into the grave.
You find nothing in this room. Chifundo.
Still covering as of my interjected action with Martini.
You're just sitting there, holding cover fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Naoda.
I'm going to once again try and, let my eyes adjust to my surroundings.
Okay.
-1, right?
Yes.
Alright, I want to know what goat I fucked.
Yo.
Because I rolled actual dice, and I have the following results: 10, 10, 10, 8, 9, 9.
Your dice are just really hyped up to play a game of White Wolf.
He's not wrong.
Ahoo!
That's a $5 fine.
Well, go on to Martini.
Oda, do you want to move one square? I should have asked you that. Oh shit.
Well, what just happened?
Martini's got molecular instability.
Oh god, he's disconnected.
In Christ. I just wanted to delete that one piece.
Well, who hasn't wanted to deleted that one piece before?
Ooh.
Gives Mythic a look. Looks back at the hallway. Ignores what just happened.
Big right shield. God damn it.
I can feel
Alright,
insanity.
Scopolamina. You see Sunrise stroll into the purple room, and then you're greeted with the scent of almost 200-year-old tobacco.
Yeah, but it's only tobacco.
Well, stale tobacco, smoke, ash.
You're missing my point. It's only tobacco. That doesn't really do anything for you.
Please roll me perception. No, tobacco was just the strongest scent, and it kind of overpowers all the other scents of drugs that are in this room.
Oh, see, that's different.
Drugometer alert.
Yeah, no, Mina, your chem senses are tingling.
I'm half-assed tempted to check the bed because, there's people will stash things, but...
Druggy mare, knows where every drugs are where.
Yeah, we don't need more drugs at the moment. We need to be covering each other. I'm going to continue to cover Sunrise no matter where she goes.
Well, of course, you're taller than her.
It just
I'm
makes it
going to
easier
do
to shoot
research.
over.
Alright.
Yep.
Wait, you cover Sunrise. Mythic. Also, Nyota, you never told me if you wanted to move one square up or one square down.
Until I can see what I'm dealing with, no.
That's what I'm saying. You can see the square around you. That's why I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah, and until I can see beyond that, no.
Okay. That's fair.
Alright. Should we just stay in Overwatch, or should we attempt to see what's down there?
Martini looks at Mythic and replies with Overwatch in Italian.
Schwartz and engages in further Overwatch.
Now the question is Mythic or Scopolamina Schwartz bigger?
To find out.
I personally do not care. I do not have to compare horn size.
But
I thought Mina's horn was bigger than Mystic's.
It was never determined, and it's not important.
Mine's bigger. Spoiler alert, mine's bigger.
Anyways. So, Mythic, what do?
Put a card face down and end my turn.
Blind horse. You know what, Sunrise, if you keep rolling these nat 10 perception checks, I'm just gonna start referring to you as Flashbang. Also, with
I'm
Mina...
Flashbang.
I was gonna say, where'd you go? With Mina, you see there's another door here.
I mean, at least that one was merely
I
a
opened
fail.
the door.
As you come up to it, this door is ajar.
I push it the rest of the way open like we're in a haunted house.
Alright, you find another crash pad. This one does not reek of party. Oh, Mina, that's the other thing when you go into the room and pass your perception check. You find the light switch.
I'm not going to turn it on. Not going to turn it on.
Okay. Do you close the door when you leave?
I will close the door, yes.
Alright. This room goes back to being dark. Okay. Alright, so Sunrise, this room, yep, you can see this room, it's another crash pad. You can't seem to see anything else in the room, though. You going to inspect the bed, or...
Yes.
Alright, perception again, please.
I passed the first perception check I've passed all night.
Woohoo!
Under the pillow, tucked underneath, there is, aside from what appears to just be some pre-war bits, there's, someone's, work badge. So help me God, if you ask me for the name right now, I'm gonna tell you their name is first name, last name. The list of names.
She's wandering Sunrise.
You know I'm gonna ask.
I'll tell you the name after I check my master list.
Moon, is his name Annoyed Flatbread?
It's beautiful.
You know what? I'll put it this way. Everyone who's still here, just start hurling names at me. If you want. I'm just the first one I see that sticks out to me, I'm gonna loudly yell it.
Remember, they gotta go by the pony naming things.
You heard him, Chad.
You could name them all, you know, like...
I also have...
God.
I also have...
Fucking
artwork.
Brown.
I do have
Metal
artwork
wrench.
tonight for you guys.
What?
God damn it, Linzabu.
I have artwork tonight, and it's from someone I did never expect to get artwork from.
Who's it from?
Alright, that was actually pretty funny, James.
Pony McPonyface, Wingus Bondigus, Demal Isht, Wonderlight Flop, Lickety Splits.
Lickety Splits. I like that. That's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, so this is... What would this badge say? What would this badge say?
Actually, if you really wanted to go with the Scooby-Doo thing, you could name him G. Willikers.
Scooby-Doo thing?
At that point, you might as well just call him Scooby Snack.
Alright, that is the information you get on the card. There appears to have once been a picture, but time has kind of largely faded it out. It seems to just be a nondescript beige-ish mare.
Huh.
But aside from a mostly made bed and that underneath the pillow, there appears to be nothing else in here. Or at least nothing that you can see.
Okay, well, it's the end of my turn.
Chifundo.
Help, I've been removed.
You're still there.
You're still there, you're just under a blue shield.
No, I'm no longer in
your
the
right
initiative.
shield.
He is not in the turn order.
Yeah, it's not in the turn order.
When
Oh,
Moon
shit.
deleted his token, it removed him from the turn order.
He's moved so fast, he's off the turn
Moon,
order.
you Zeno snapped him. You have to undo all the snapping.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it, Red Sanic.
I mean, if you want, I could re-roll initiative and see what happens.
Nah. Alright. I remember where you were. So what'd you do?
I'm still covering from where I am.
Alright, that's fine. Continuing to hold your action is a perfectly valid tactic. Nyota.
In this case, so at the moment, I can't think of anything specific I want to do, so...
That's fine. Holding your action is perfectly valid. Nyota, I'll say it's been long enough, your eyes have adjusted enough that you've got the -1 to searching. It is gone, but that is still 3 degrees.
Next.
Yeah, I'm with him. Every time we've rolled a perception roll tonight, it's like no.
Martini.
Just gonna continue holding position and... Yeah, no, just gonna repeat the exact same thing he just said to Mythic earlier.
Mina.
I come up to the room Sunrise is in. See that she has a card in her hand, or hoofs, or mouth, or whatever. Did she pick it up, or did she leave it there?
She picked it up. She read it.
Is that one of those ones that's got a reader on the back?
She flips it over and looks. Oh my god, did we find the red key card before we found the red door?
Roll me hacking and matrix tech.
We found the red key card before we found the red door. If you've ever played the original Doom, you know the pain of that, where you find a key card and you're like, I have no idea where that door is, and then you spend an hour looking for the door.
Yes.
Yep.
You recognize it's a very basic one. You recognize this as something that would, very similar to the other card that Marker Light has, as something that would allow you to, in theory, bypass the locks.
Yeah, I've been there. I was there a few times while learning the levels for Doom.
And Fee, I can't begin to tell you how many hours of my life have gone into Resident Evil games.
Oof.
You found red key card. Where's the red door?
What the fuck do I do with this stone?
Yeah, when you're in a point-and-click adventure and there is just the most random object you're able to interact with and pick up.
What do you mean I'm supposed to sit on the third stair, turn around the wrong way, crouch, and play a flute?
Yo, I'm convinced that like the people who designed early point-and-click adventure games were on some serious drugs.
They probably were.
But Mina, are you doing anything?
Yeah, she will also point out that she's got one hell of a lewd name. Then she'll go to the corner and she'll shine her light around this corner. Down this way.
Alright, so there is light down this way now?
Yep.
Hooray. Iota, you have illumination. Mythic. Still just holding tight.
Yep, same verse. Or second verse, same as the first.
Hey, sometimes a little bit louder and a little bit worse isn't always the worst thing. Sunrise. Usually holding your action, or? Mythic.
What?
Mythic. Were you just holding your action, or? Okay, just making sure I didn't accidentally skip you.
Yep, nope, you're good.
She will now cover Iota and wait for him to check the doors.
Alright, that is 2 sources of light. Iota, you're at a +1.
Watch, I still managed to fail it.
He's not
10.
kidding.
Go.
No, I seriously haven't passed a single perception roll all night.
Hey, we're in the same club. It's like we're married and some. I mean,
when the two of you get to rolling 16 straight failed 10s in a row, let me know.
We're getting there.
Alright, Chifundo, you still holding action?
Chifundo remembers that on his person is a lantern, and he goes over to Martini, hands Martini the lantern, and then goes back to his hold point.
Martini attaches the lantern to a portion of his armor. Just goes back to... Actually, is he able to physically interact with the shield?
The riot shield? You can touch it.
If he were to try and utilize it as an actual riot shield.
You'd have to tell me to let you manipulate it in such a way.
So I was gonna say, Mythic, did you cast the riot shield to be directional? Or did you cast your shield spell to be directional, or...
I cast it to just kind of sit in front of him as like as a stationary barrier. I would have to readjust it. if you were
okay. To have it so that it was casted to him, but that can be done. Are you asking me if you can hang your lantern on the riot shield?
No, I'm asking if he not really can have it attached to his arm or forehoof. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty much what I'm asking.
He could, yes. Just set shield to follow hoof movements in a direction. That does work like that, yes. I am unsure of the limits of its movement capability.
So when you cast a shield spell, you can have it do. Shield is versatile if your wording is versatile. You can largely. Shield has one of two modes. It's either cast on a location, or it's cast on a person or object. Largely, if it's cast on a person or object, it tends to move with them. If it's cast on a stationary object, it tends to just stay in the place.
Gotcha. Well, it is cast on Martini then, so it would move with him if he were to move around, but it is not currently attached to any part of him in any.
Then he'd ask him to specifically set it so that it would follow his left forehoof.
Mythic, would you please roll me arcane magic?
Sure, although I might ask why you would need such a oddly specific request for that.
Because I usually stand like this, motioning to the fact that he's standing on his hind hooves, holding the plasma rifle in his forehooves when I aim my weapon.
I mean, it would free up your hooves, and it is shaped in a way that you can easily aim past.
True, but it's just more how I fire my weapon.
That's fine. I was just making sure you knew that it was probably more convenient if you just let it float in front. You didn't have to like hold it or move it around or anything.
Just attach it
Anyways,
to his nose.
the two of you can figure that out in a moment. Nyota, you have light.
So I see the doors, and the hallway has like a very obvious corner here.
Roll me perception at a +1. There are now 2 sources of light in this hallway. Yay!
Ironically, he'd have passed that without the +1.
So, it's faint. It seems to be reflecting somewhat off of a very flat and bland wall.
Okay.
But yes, you can see the 2 doors. That one first?
Yep.
Mint. You know what? GM layer. Oh, right. You need me to actually remove.
Do I see anything hostile in there?
No.
They'd see the door open, and I'm gonna move on.
Okay. Right. Marker light, so you have that. So I just need you to figure out what you're going to. If you desperately want the shield attached to your forehoof, kind of riot style, you can. But I think with how he had described it, you'd probably have to do the Rainbow Dash hover float.
Yeah. In that case, I'll just let him handle the movement of the shield.
Yep, it is just a shell in front of you, fully covering your body, but it has holes and ports with which you can aim past.
He will once again repeat the phrase that he stated the last 2 times. and continue Overwatch. Well, actually, he'll turn his head towards the hallway and just kind of not really shout, but raise his voice and call for sunrise. Got a bot. It's right around the corner.
You're learning.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh.
I
Got
can't
it.
tell sometimes.
Well, then he'll shrug and just repeat, guardando la zona.
Fee, you're apparently muted.
Oh, my bad. So the gist of that conversation was, if it's a robot, don't mess with it. If it hasn't messed with you, he said it's around the corner. She went, "Thanks for staying on Overwatch," and then they thought I was being sarcastic, and I replied with, "No, that was legitimately a thank you."
It's just the way you said it was rather sarcastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Damn it, they're probably finding all the cool stuff. While we're just out here looking at the hallway. Switches over to Sunrise and them. I can't see shit but this.
Nah, if that's the case, then Pinky would have popped in and started yelling in our ears. Giggling and... I'm so glad I'm not insane anymore.
You're not insane?
Yeah, no. I've already completely shattered once. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Chifundo knows exactly how bad it was.
We did get very worried about him.
Sakimola almost made me shoot myself.
You also ended up being slammed into a wall with a door via Mayota's fist.
Yeah, but that was after I started talking to a spiritual incarnation of... I still don't even know who.
Who are you, ponies?
So, Mia, it is your turn.
I'm covering
Mina,
sunrise.
it is your turn. You're covering sunrise?
I'm covering sunrise.
Okay. Just pop it in that room.
Watching these nifty doors open and close down beneath, knowing that it must be Nyota, I hope.
Mythic.
Well, third time's the charm, right? I don't feel like walking down that hallway and potentially getting shot at and or yelled at the same time. I think me going back there and helping them search would probably just be getting in their way, so I'm just gonna sit here and think about my life choice.
They're relatively poor if you're with us.
The answer to some of your questions may scare you, and that's why I'm contemplating my life choices. I never said they were smart ones, I just, So yeah, card face down, in my turn.
Okay, card face down. That brings it back around to sunrise. Are you still covering Naoda?
What's behind door number 1?
Roll perception, find out. Shit, goddamn.
Do you honestly expect me to pass at this point?
I believe in you. So you open the room, flash your pit buck light around, and you see another crash pad. There's random assorted bits of crap here and there. Yeah, just stuff here, a little bit of stuff here. A small little Bethesda pile of junk there. Of junk.
Huh. Resumes covering Nyota.
Alright, show the fundo.
Resumes covering everybody else.
God damn it, alright, Nyota.
It's at the end of the hall.
Alright, that is... I will reveal a little bit more. That is another door. Alright. Oh, God damn it. I didn't mean to put on that player. Tomb layer. Alright, Noda, as you pop your head inside of this room, you are able to locate the light switch.
Hit it.
It's a crash pad. There doesn't really appear to be much in here. A couple of wrappers of food on the end table, and the cover is slightly disheveled on the bed. There's a fine layer of dust on everything. It doesn't appear that anyone has slept or really even been in this room since before everything. Appear to be anything in the line of personal effects in the room. It was seemingly almost communal.
Okay, and anything on this side of the hall?
There is another door over here that is already open.
I assume I'm going to find the light switch in roughly the same position, so I sweep my...
It takes you a little bit of thrashing, but yeah, the light switch is in the same position. I do need you to roll me perception again, but I'm going to give you +1 on the roll.
Does anyone else feel like Moon is setting us up to like let our guard down just for a second?
Alright. This room's similar to the last one you were in. There's some wrappers here, wrappers there. Again, largely nothing in the line of personal effects.
Well, I'm going to move back up the hallway, and...
Alright, I should probably mention, just for the sheer sake of transparency, do you physically check any of the beds, or do you just poke and do a quick sweep?
Poke and do a quick sweep. We can do a thorough one later.
I know quick sweep is usually your ML, but I wanted to double check.
Well, the thing is that, you know, if we were to do a full sweep right now, we'd be, well, burning the entire session. I just kind of wanted to make sure there's no hostile.
No, I'm saying Nyota's MO is usually just do a quick sweep. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
We only have like 8 minutes left because I still have to go pack. Because my clothes aren't done.
I'm... Fee, I know. I was just making sure. Martini, you're up.
On Overwatch, unless you want me to walk forward.
I mean, it's up to you. If you are all just waiting for the rest of the group to get back, you can. Mina, you're just watching sunrise?
I was going to check in that room real quick. I'm not going to search the room. I'm just going to look in the room that she looked into, because I know she just kind of panned and didn't even really see me.
please. He's something tucked underneath the blanket, but you're not really sure. Just kind of appears to be white on white. It's the broken outline that throws you off.
We'll just pull it out with our TK and look at it.
All right. It appears to be a doctor's coat.
Oh, we float that over to Sunrise.
It's very wrinkled. This thing needs to be washed and dried.
What is she?
You know, aside from
a doctor's
coat. Aside from, you know, some largely 200-year-old coffee stains, the thing is in just about mint condition.
It needs some cleaning and some ironing.
Yeah, it's effectively at 100%.
It's a lab coat.
With your current setup, you can't wear it. It wouldn't fit over your armor. All right. So you flip that over. Anything else?
I'll just back up to let Sunrise get past.
Alright. Mythic, are you just holding position?
I am actually going to be doing something different. I'm going to adjust myself so that whenever the rest of the party comes around the corner, they don't look at the giant mag light coming out of my head right now.
Genius.
Kind of, you know, making sure I don't blind people coming around.
Hitting your party with a flashbang is often a bad idea.
Of course, I mean, you know, I've had those moments. God damn.
We could throw them into the room.
Secret laboratory.
I was gonna say, I thought you only had 21 range of light, or is it 27?
It's 9 yards. Yeah, 9
Oh,
yards.
you know what? I've been shortchanging you. I was doing units wrong.
9 yards of bright, and then everything else after that is like a step lower, I think, or something. Now, I do have it dimmed, so I, you know, literally am not walking around the party close quarters with the sun. But, you know, still plenty bright enough to get a good view of the...
everyone's corneas appreciates it.
Actually, I don't...
Alright.
Woohoo,
So
thank
from
you,
the angle
Stone
that
Kitty.
you're at, you're getting a kind of tapered cone of light. When you move more forward, it'll expand out more.
I am pretty.
Yeah, that's fair. What was being about
Alright.
to say? It's sort of common to issue.
Yeah.
I think the fee rolled a crit on my glasses that she made for me, and when they're made with the crystal forges, I think they actually have a polarizing effect. So
We shall see.
Alright, so largely the lot of you are regrouping, yes?
Yep.
yes,
Alright, go ahead and regroup, and then we'll just do a round of initiative. And then call it. Alright, just move yourself into position.
Or should
As
we
you
just
come
move
around
our-
the corner... Yeah, I was gonna say, as you come around the corner, you take note of the fact that the shield has been thrown up. Get this out of the way for next time. Everyone just roll me a new initiative, please.
Clear the turn order.
That consistency.
Well, I just dropped a couple of points on initiative.
I just went up a couple points.
Damn, you did.
Two.
By God, if I'm gonna roll 10s all night, I'm gonna roll them where it counts.
Woo! Not dead last.
You know what? You finally put that nat 10 to good use.
Yeah.
And again, the dice
Alright,
decided to fuck my initiative.
Would
You
you,
know
like to
what-
like switch your initiative?
I don't have that perk.
I said sunrise. Look, I'm aware the two of you are an item, but stop answering for it.
No,
No, I didn't.
Sunrise
hear
keeping
that.
a 17 right now is good, actually.
Yeah, Sunrise going first is actually really good for us.
Yeah, I'll leave it as is.
I should point out.
I've just started to try making it a habit to remind her whenever there's like an initiative change that remember you can do this.
What is Mythic's agility?
Definitely nowhere near your.
We just let you go first, okay, Mister? We understand. You're fast.
No, come on, let's
we
do
like
this
it.
Let's do this properly while we're here.
His
Mark-
agility is
I-
5.
Yes, let's go ahead and
I'm just gonna put marker lights at 11.
let's just
Your
do...
agility's a 10, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can always increase that by 2, and it breaks racial.
I just want to point out, yes, we understand,
not.
Marker Light.
Okay.
You're fast. That's why Chifundo gets 1 round, and it takes you've had
9.
7.
What are you talking about? Martini's the king of foreplay.
Children.
So I
Children.
promised I promised Chifundo a thing at the end of session if we didn't make the 100 anyway. So I'm gonna give him this thing. So this was actually sent to me by Forest Rain,
Oh God. Okay.
who is the voice actor for Chifundo for our little audiobook.
We apparently keep gushing over each other, which is a little bit amusing. Oh my! Wow.
That's
That's
really
amazing.
cool.
That is. Wow.
It's adorable.
It's cute. Don't get me wrong.
What sort of strange ship is
Wow. That is nice. That's cute.
But my brain's not able to process the mint strawberry swirl that is the color palette.
I just want to point out when she showed this, so she made this as a badge for herself for conventions, so everyone would be able to tell that it was Forest Rain and Chifundo, and that she's both characters. But the first thing I said was, since when did Chifundo and Forest Rain have a love child?
Oh God, Shadow, if you're still awake, Shadow.
I hate to break it to you, but that doesn't know that. That looks like a DBZ style fusion.
So taint-related bullshittery.
No, this
Reference
looks like someone did the fusion dance.
Reference my image from livestream crazy posts that I got beaten for.
Fuck you.
Ah, lovely. I'm gonna give that a heart react.
Toothpaste tail. That is all.
So wait, is Martini now fuse?
No.
Because I
Yes,
mean,
you are right, Shadow. Ahadi was still first, which I'm now going to show off your thing. I'm being nice because I'm going to convention this weekend. Shadow redrew the Chifundo's quick stitch thing. Daughter.
I thought it was a son.
Daughter. Well, Chifundo.
That! God bless that.
So, for the benefit of the stream, the one on the left is the first version, the one on the right is the second version, Shadow's done.
Yeah, I like this. It's a good mixture, except for the horn drives me crazy. Not having the horn, the green swirls on the horn.
Oh, howdy.
Anyway, so I would like to thank Stoned Kitty, Fake Name, Carl, and Kyle for tips tonight. I would like to thank Carl and Shadowman and James for bits. I would like to thank Anonymous for donating 3 subs.
Is he talking?
She is. She's just not talking in Discord.
I'd like to thank Anonymous for donating 3 subs. I would like to... There's a couple other people here. Come on, load. Chris Frazier, thank you for the hosts. Lucius Quintus, Novi Boy, GM's Cut, and there was somebody else, and I'm sorry I missed your name, but welcome to the Army of Fiaura. Pony Chick, thank you for the host, and I swear there's another sub here. I'm just not seeing it right now. Okay, well, in the meantime, if I missed your name, I'm sorry, but thank you. I know I tried to say thank you when you guys were actually doing it, but there were other people talking, and I was trying not to interrupt them. In the meantime, you guys go ahead and get your last, your crazy last words in while I find a poor soul to yeet the audience out.
Oh, okay. We're ending. Let me... And log. Let me just throw that in there.
A new seeker is after Fiora's heart and attention.
The number must be even.
Inaleta.
Okay, Cinder.
That's all I got. Inaleta.
Quick question. Game next week or not next week?
As far as I'm concerned, I will be streaming from Bliss's house. We've already set it up and made sure it works.
Okay.
I'm actually, like, as soon as the stream cuts off, I'm packing my camera just to make sure I have a camera. And I'm taking these headphones, so I will be on a headphone mic, but yes, we will be having game next week.
Well, my final words for the stream are hasta la vista.
Brilliant.
Words of confusion and bewilderment. We just kind of jump cut to the end, and I wasn't aware of it.
And,
I thought we still had another few minutes.
And don't forget to tune in for next week, folks, when possible bot nanigans happen.
Well, I mean, Moon, I'm already 6 minutes over.
No, I didn't notice the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm already 6 minutes over, and I have a bunch of merch downstairs plus clothes that just the dryer went off like 10 minutes ago.
And yes, really, Hetty, hasta la vista. Till I see you again.
Till next time, guys, we will see you guys next week. I will have Redhurst, hopefully Redhurst, definitely FoE, and if Hetty's ready, Star Wars. And I'm also going to announce on Tuesday when the 24-hour charity stream with Hearts of Iron Equestria at War will be.
Is that going to be like a mass community invite or?
Yeah, mass community invite, hot join, so you can drop out and somebody else take your place. And I will be setting it up where we have 3 separate chat rooms basically for secret talk. So the communists can go talk secretly in their room, and the harmonists can go talk secretly in theirs, and the fascists can go talk secretly in theirs.
And non-aligned will just not give a fuck.
Non-aligned will just be like, fuck all you bitches, I'm the king.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Hearts of Iron.
We're going to do Hearts of Iron Equestria at War as a 24-hour charity stream.
I know self-loathing is the millennial way, but seriously, 24 hours of Hearts of Iron? Why?
You'd be